Welcome back, everybody. Lostboys Cypher Circle is back in session. This is the second annual birthday edition of the show. We're not just celebrating my birthday this year, though. We also have Poetless on, and her birthday was on Thursday. So everybody give it up for Poetless. Happy birthday. Thank you, Brandon. So we got a birthday bash coming at you tonight. But if you don't know what the show is already, if you're not familiar, it's a show where I bring on artists of all kinds, whether they be digital artists, painters, rappers, poets, fictional authors, nonfiction authors, or if you want to just come on here and have a conversation with me, I have a whole show dedicated to that, separate from this live show. So we really do it all here. And if you're interested in coming on here and connecting with some like-minded people, some really cool people, just sort of vibing out, it's a really great place to meet people, to just be yourself, open and honestly, and just express yourself, let out your inner demons, let out your inner trauma. And it's really a therapy session, as much as it is a cool hangout session and a, sort of poetry rap circle or what have you. But, at its core, I like to say it's a therapy session because it is a place where we can all come and just be ourselves and let out whatever we have going on inside. So if you want to come on the show and share some art with us, message me on Facebook at Dylan Lawler or email me on Gmail at lostboy420x@gmail.com. That's Dylan Lawler on Facebook or lostboy420x@gmail.com. Also, make sure you subscribe and follow us on all the platforms. Tonight we are, and every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can find extra clips on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And then I will post the audio version of this episode everywhere else that you see on the screen in front of you: Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeart, Pandora, and anywhere else you find your podcast. I apologize if the last episode or the last two episodes are not up there. I thought that I had gotten them up there, and then I had looked at my phone earlier and realized that they may not have been posted correctly. So I will work on that for you guys. But go follow us on all those platforms and keep a lookout for the audio version coming to you on all those platforms. Also keep a lookout for our that show I was talking about, where you can come on here and just have a conversation with me one-on-one. It's called Lostboys Presents Deep Cuts. It's a chance for me and the artists to go deeper into each other's brains and just have a deeper conversation, because we have that chance to have a sit-down one-on-one conversation face-to-face. It's a lot of fun. I'm in the midst of editing an episode right now with one of the artists I have on tonight, actually. And we have three artists who have done deep cuts on tonight. So keep a lookout for that. Go check out our deep cuts. That's on YouTube. And you can also check out Lostboys Presents Lost in the Woods with me and my buddy Brandon here. We go out in the woods with a camera and we fish, we hike, we do all sorts of stuff. It's an outdoor adventure vlog. It's a lot of fun. Go check that out. It's also on this YouTube channel. And if you want to donate to us, anything from 10 cents to $10 helps. All the same tag on Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, Lostboy420X. That's Lostboy420X. Don't forget the X, because you will type in someone else's tag. But we appreciate any donations made. And that being said, before we get into the show, circling back around to what I was saying about it being a therapy session, before we start the show, I always give a quick trigger warning, because we do talk about some triggering things sometimes. It is par for the course of letting out your inner demons and being your natural self. Sometimes there are going to be some triggering, touchy topics, but that's how we heal. And just understand that's what we're here to do. We're here to heal, and we're here to better ourselves through our art. And it's not meant to make anybody feel uncomfortable. But if anyone does, whether it be artists or audience member, feel free to click out at any time. No one will fault you in the slightest. Also, because it is a therapy session, I always try to give my best piece of advice when it comes to mental health, because that's largely what this show is based around, is us again working out our own mental health through the therapy of art and just talking to one another. But I guess that's the piece of advice I would give is talk to one another. Don't hold in your inner demons. Don't hold in whatever you got going inside. Realize that there are people, whether it be the people on the show, me, myself, or the people in your life, coworkers, friends, aunts, uncles, brothers, whatever it may be. There are people who will listen to you, understand what you're going through, even if you don't think they do. Because I understand that's the hardest part about being in that place is you don't think anybody understands you, but I promise you they do. So please reach out to people. Don't feel like you're stuck in a box. Don't feel like you have to keep it all in, and come on the show and vibe out with us and get it out that way, man. It's the best way. And also keep using whatever your art form is to exercise your inner demons. And that is kind of my piece of advice. But if you guys would like to go seek some professional help or what have you, there is a Lifeline Crisis you can text or go to their Lifeline Crisis website, lifelinecrisis.com. And they have trained professionals, resources, stuff like that on hand to help you. There's also betterhelp.com, and they hook you up with an online therapist. And the best thing about BetterHelp, besides the price from what I've heard, is that if you're not comfortable with the person they hook you up with, they'll switch you out free of charge until you find someone that you actually connect with and are actually able to talk to. So that's really great. Go check those out. And let's move on with the show. It really is a mouthful, guys. No matter how many times I do it, I don't fucking. Whew. Anyway, so as par for the course of how many times have I said that in the beginning of this fucking episode? Season 2, I've started doing my pieces at the beginning as request. And since it's my birthday, I'm going to start us off with 2. One will be a solo piece, and the second will be a collab. And it'll be a surprise who the collab is with, but probably not. You guys probably already know. As soon as I say I'm doing a collab with something, everybody already knows. Anyway, the first solo piece I'm going to do felt appropriate for my birthday. Just feels like a very on me moment, right? Can I get an on me, Brandon? And if you don't know what on me is, then go back and watch the other episodes. I don't know what to tell. I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you. All right. This is Manifest Destiny. Since a preteen, I knew that I wanted it. I've been causing the scene. Yeah, I've been what the problem is. Because I knew that one day I'd fulfill all the promises I made to myself when the pit I was in just seemed bottomless. And I think that this shit right here is how mama wanted it. I'm impressing the people who know what an artist is and rejecting the evil. I don't want no part of it. I'm climbing this mountain to get to the top of it, manifesting my dreams while I'm building my confidence and investing in me because ain't no one stopping it. Yeah, I'm turning back into someone that I want to be. I'm going to pick up my pen. I'm going to live out my dreams. Going to give you my truth in the words that I speak while I practice and preach all the things I believe. Changing the world and the way it's perceived with the way I unfurl all these verses and schemes. Because that I believe is the difference between all the heathens and fiends and the realest MCs. And I won't ever stop till I reach the peak. I will get to the top, and that's by any means. I swear on my mother, I know I'll succeed. And I know she's somewhere and she's looking at me, and it's making her beam because she's starting to see me break free and be me like she taught me to be. Somehow she saw past the darkness in me. And I don't know how, but I'm starting to see that sometimes the darkness is harder to breach when you constantly ponder your odds of defeat. Like, I bought the gas for the car but got rid of the keys, scared that the gas won't release and I'll crash into trees, so it won't ever start and I can't ever leave. But lately it seems like even the train in my thoughts has just run out of steam. You have burnt all the bridges I can't ever turn back. And I stand in a graveyard of trains I've derailed in my past. But I'll stand on this stage till it's fading to black because I'm training my brain to get back on its track. Learning the skills that I currently lack. I'm going to channel my feelings and master my craft. Going to reach the ceiling, and that is the fact. I'll be raising the roof like it wasn't attached. Wait, as a matter of fact, just call me Atlas and put the whole map on my back. At last I can carry the weight on my lap. At last I can at last I can carry this weight on my lap. At last I can bear all the pain of this mess. At last I can bury the rage without meds. At last I can handle this hate in my chest. It feels like I'm wearing a plate on my breast in the shape of a shield that's embroidered with S. And I promise to give it my all and no less till I take my last breath. And I'm not the best, but I'm getting better. Bleeding onto the page because my heart's on the sleeve of my sweater. The sweater that covered me through rainy weather, but the wetter, the better I thrive with no shelter. So bring on the rain and the thunder and lightning. There's pain hidden under, but that's what's exciting. It's keeping me sane. It's keeping me fighting. And there's strength that I gain when I put it in writing. But I'm not here for me. I'm here for the people. I'm giving them weapons to fight off the evil. I'm hanging our banner from streetlights and steeples, take the ghettos and churches and show them we're equals. Uncover our eyes so we see other people. Our peace is complete, other people, and we as a team are the key to defeat all this evil. Let me run that back again. Our peace is complete, other people, and we as a team are the key to defeat all this evil. See, what you see on TV is so easy to see through. They sell you peace and relief through the screen, but they cheat you. So divided and conquered and blinded, they keep you. That's why I reach and I speak to these people. We need to see that us being a people is the least that we need if we'll ever be peaceful. And I could sit here all day and just watch the subscribers go up. I could brag about my team and the work that we've done, but that shit for me, it just isn't enough. I need to know that there's souls that I've touched. I need to know that there's something you feel when I'm talking to you. I need to know there's something inside of me lights up the darkness in you. I need to know there's something you feel when I'm spitting the truth that helps you get through and gives you the power to move when you're dazed and confused and it feels like the world has been weighing on you. So to all the Lost Boys across the land, y'all are my family. I'll never have fans. This is me reaching out to give you my hand. This is us banding together and taking a stand. 1 in a million, that is our chance. But that one is enough because I got a plan. Just don't ever listen when they tell us we can't. And that is Manifest Destiny. And now give it up for my man KC. What up?
What's up, bro? I love that song so much. That has so much heart in it, dude. That has so much heart. That had me fucking bawling. Dude, that is gold.
Yeah. I mean, that is like how I how I aim to feel on each one of my birthdays, you know, like that, just a sense of progression. And, you know, it's kind of like that New Year's Eve sense, type feeling is like that sense of like progression and like, manifesting your destiny, you know.
Damn.
That's the vibe. It felt perfect for my birthday, like, because that's the vibe I try to capture on my birthday. I'm like, all right, I'm going into this year. I'm fucking like, you know what I mean? Like, just like a New Year's Eve kind of.
Damn, exactly. That's such a good birthday song, dude. Because I've been here for a minute. I'm watching you progress, bro. I'm watching you grow. I'm seeing it happen in real life. So that's why I love this song that you just did on your birthday. That was such a golden piece to do.
Hell yeah, man. Word, bro. All right, so you ready for this next one?
I sure am.
You're going first, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna mute myself until you're done, and then when I'm going, you just mute yourself.
All right, ready?
All right, word.
I'm tired of trusting the time, tired of breaking the bad with the good. I battled the hours and wrestled the minutes while throwing up seconds. I'm tired of thinking of what if I should, of what I could do in this world of blue that's rotating on axles not meant for my axis. My steering wheel is confused like it's drunk. I'm tired of Jesus taking control, tired of being a puppet to a book made of fools. I'm tired of feeling like my life's on a plate. I'm tired of feeling like bait to the fish. I'm tired of peeling the skin to reveal the marks on my armor. I'm tired of blaming the water for drowning. My harbor no longer holds these ships meant for the fish, so I'm loading these weapons and creating my galleon. I'm tired of losing my mind. I'm tired of voices that inner monologue only speaks to tell me how much I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of putting my thumb to the analog. I've been trying too hard to win the favor of faith. My demons savor the dark. They sever the marks of my sanity. I'm tired of splitting the dark. I'm tired of sharks in my water. I'm tired of being the prey that refuses to run away, and I'm tired of driving this car. The radio is broken like I enjoy sitting in silence. I'm feeling the violence, and I'm tired of switching my lane. Get out of my way. I'm just trying to make it. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of taking these laps. I bet you're tired of hearing I'm tired. Well, I'm tired of watching the days go past and all I can do is sit on my ass. Like, what do I do when my brain's in the sack? I tackle the problems, but they keep coming back. I rattle the mind, but those thoughts are like bombs and they're ready to blow. I'm tired of life. I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of debating a blade or a noose. I'm tired of trying to find all the clues. Pause. I don't play board games. I gamble the life and find it amusing. I hate being normal, but what's the point in the difference? I find the components to plot all the statements. I write like a demon, but my shoulders are empty. I want to be Jekyll, but remaining as Hyde, to stay as the doctor, but staying as Mr. Confuses the mind, like the mirror showing the difference when I try to be normal. When I try to be formal, holding the knife, it seems like hiding is better left in the dark. I'm tired of Hyde. I want to be Jekyll, but I'm tired of that. I'm tired of this. I'm tired the reflection just doesn't exist.
Man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of feeling so lost in no map. I'm tired of being so angry and sad. I'm tired of everyone all on my back. I'm tired of feeling so under attack. I'm tired of just being judged by my past. I've tried to be good. I don't want to be bad, but the demons I keep, they just scream in my head. I just want to sleep. They say go ahead. They tell me it's peaceful and easy to paint the walls red. And I think I just might. Because I'm tired of trying to tell what is wrong and what's right. I'm tired of ruining days and then boozing at night. I'm tired of trying to stop and then losing the fight. This noose is a nuisance. I can't tie it tight. I'm tired of tying. I just use a knife because I feel so useless. I'm tired of life. I'm tired of trying to find all the clues. I'm tired of trying to fight off the blues. Man, I am so tired I can't tie a noose. So me and my demons, we put on our shoes, pull up our hood and go walk in the moon. And I start to think this is Speaking to Demons Part 2. Then I remember it's mid-afternoon. Am I going crazy or am I consumed by the darkness inside? Then I open my eyes and I realize I'm still in my room, rolling up green while I'm fighting the fiends and the monsters and demons. I keep a screen up and nobody sees it while I'm using this evil to get these achievements. It's just fuel I need for me to turn into a beast and go reap all the heathens who tell me it's easy. They think they can beat me, but they can't do what I do and they don't want to be me. They want a couple of J's and a pair of those Yeezys, but they ain't walked the days in my shoes, but so they'll never defeat me. But I'm tired of caring about how people see me. There's things underneath unperceived when you meet me. This mask that I wear, it can be so deceiving. That's why I'm so tired, because during the day you might see that I'm beaming, but the demons I keep start to scream in the evening and even keep creeping in dreams while I'm sleeping. But there is no way that I ever could leave it, because it's evil I need to succeed and to be what I set out to be, and to reach to the peak I can see it. Hey.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
Let's go platinum right now. Get a
yo,
beat.
fuck yeah, yo. Let's at least get their take on that one. Yo, has everyone here heard that one, or is this the first time for you guys?
Well, I heard it before.
We did that one a while back, I think.
Long time ago.
I heard Manifest Destiny before, but I'll never get tired of hearing it. It's awesome.
Wait, Dylan, hold up. With you doing that one, make it a three-way thing. I'm tired of judgment, heavy as a stone. One by the because of the chills to the bone.
Were you just writing this?
Yes. Tired of the lies, the twist of a knife, each a cut, a reminder of my fractured life. In the shadows, I wander, losing my way, chasing the echoes of a brighter day. Pain wraps around me. I shroud, I can't shed. And in the silence of each of these screams of my head, what's left will never be unsaid. In the fatigue of the flicker of remains, my spark in the darkness, the softness hug my chains. Through the trials, I yearn to be free, rising from the ashes, a phoenix. Can you see me? You will see me.
Shit, dude. You just wrote that when we were fucking spitting. Let's go. Surprise fucking poppin' verse from Ono. Fuck yeah, yo. Everybody give it up for fucking Ono and Cage. Thank you guys.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Bullshit was the bang. That was great.
That's how you open a show. I like that, dude. That was fucking dope. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the guesting of the show. as the guesting. Is that a word? Did I just make up a new word? The guesting. The guesting segment. Time for the guesting segment on Lost Boys. All right. This is not a comedy podcast, Dylan. Get it together. All right. We got Skedaddle stepping up to the plate here. You know Skedaddle, you love Skedaddle. If you don't know Skedaddle, you should know Skedaddle. And you can go find her on her Twitter or her Instagram. Her Twitter is skedaddles_art. That's SKEDADDLES_art. Or on Instagram, x.skedaddles.art.x. Make sure you go check her out. She does visual art, whether it be through digital means or hand-drawn means. And she does commission art, which means you can pay her to make art for you. So check out her art, hit her up. She's awesome. And yeah, let's bring her up. Every time we're just both sitting there jamming out.
It's too good of a beat to not. Simple as that.
Well, welcome back. Thank you for coming to my birthday party. I guess this is my birthday party because I got home from work like a few hours ago. So this is the celebration. This is it. We're mixing 300 milligrams of edibles with 300 milligrams of caffeine, and we're gonna see how it goes. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, it's good to have you back. Thank you. Wait, hold on. I did put your pieces up. Look at me go. Which one of these do you want to show us first?
The eyeball.
The eyeball? All right.
Over and under.
That one's fucking nuts. And I want to know why you named it that too. That's my first question. And my first question is, can you move this way, please?
This way?
Hey, hold on. Let me see if I can. Wait.
Oh.
Wait. I know what I'm trying
Do I
to
need to be over here?
Listen, Brandon, I know what I'm doing here. Professionals, people. We're professionals.
Professional shit.
You know what? Just yeah, talk to us.
Tiny. So it's called over and under because if you think about it, space is over us and then water is under us. But I just realized that it's the waterfront. It's not actually in the water, but we're not going to talk about that. But it's just the base of it is we are all the universe, and then, we are everything and nothing at the same time. So you're seeing that through her eyes, and I just thought over and under would be a cute little nifty name for it.
That's nuts, dude. The more I don't know if it's the edibles, but the more I look at this thing, the more I see, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things that you just can't stop looking at. But first thing that it kind of reminds me of is not reminds me of, but I just noticed that you're getting much better at the 3D work that takes your eye and draws it in to the center of the piece.
Thank you.
So that you know how your what do you call that one where you copy it a bunch of times?
The mandala.
Mandala, yeah. So you know how I was saying when you stare at the center of your mandala, it has this 3D effect where you fall into it? Well, same thing with this. Stare right at the back planet or right in the center of the eye. Oh
wow, yeah.
It becomes 3D and you're getting better at drawing these pieces that have you're separating the foreground, the foreground and front background, and in such a way that it has so many layers that it becomes 3D and it draws you into the space of the thing. You know what I mean? And it feels like one of those movie scenes where they start with someone's eye, and then or it's like start with a person, and they zoom
And
on
they'll
someone.
like zoom out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it becomes like a scene, like a Men in Black, like the universe with those fucking that scene with the marbles or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, your color schemes and your 3D dimensional manipulation is getting like, especially, I mean, even look at the lashes, like they're not one dimensional.
They curl up. That's what I've been working on.
Not only do they curve up, but they come out in a like visible fashion where they're not flat on the paper. That's the thing I love about your art, and your most recent art. The last like 2 or 3 times you've been on the show, you've been coming with these really like 3D, like vivid fucking pieces, and I really love it. I also noticed that purple and like these colors, these general colors tend to be a very like a signature for you. Like you
I
have a
love
very
my purple, greens, and pinks. Love them.
purple, green, pink, and then the blue too. Purple, green, pink, and blue. But I mean, it's not to say that it's overused either, because you use it a different way each time, and you highlight and accent different colors each time. But I also love how it's
Oh, I can't
as
hear
well.
you. Oh, there we go.
What? You can't hear me?
It cut out for a second, but it must have been on my end.
I also love how it's like she's like crying, and how that, like you were saying at the beginning, how she's kind of looking at the universe, and like I'd be sad too, like especially this planet. I don't know how they're doing on the other planets, but we've pretty much fucked.
I want to move to Titan.
We fucked this one up pretty bad. I don't know how the other guys are doing, but I would
Hopefully
be sad
better.
looking at the universe as well. But it really does encapsulate like the universe so well. But I love that title. It's like very like, it's deep, but it's also kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, it's simple, and it's just like,
okay, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'll give you your credit, because you're not usually good at coming up with titles. You always ask me for help with your titles. You always, and this time you came up with 2 fantastic fucking titles.
One of them I feel is super like stupid.
You don't like it,
but
but everyone else is gonna love it. I'm telling you, everyone else is gonna love it.
If y'all don't like it, blame him, not me.
All right, we'll get to that in a minute. Before we get to that, let's see what everyone thinks of this piece. Let's see if I can get people up on screen and then have it like, no.
That should help the wind a little bit, Caleb.
All right, well, that's what we're going with.
Enough.
Sure.
You know
Okay.
what? I say close enough.
Well,
I don't even know where I am.
Whatever, fuck it. Anyway,
yeah.
Oh no, what'd you think about, or what do you think about?
Okay. When I look at this, I don't know if you all ever saw Futurama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Futurama. It's one of my favorite shows.
So I think it was season 5 or season 6. There was a episode called Mobius Stick with a space wheel. This
I don't
is
think I've seen that one.
literally the space wheel.
Oh my god, yes! Holy
I'll
shit!
have to look that up when we're done.
Yo, it really
As
does
I
have
saw it,
It really does have
I
Futurama
remember
vibes.
when it's going through the planets, that's exactly what I saw. So I actually thought, was this inspired by that episode?
Good
I don't think
news,
I've ever
everyone!
even seen that episode.
You can stream it on Disney Plus now, apparently. So
Futurama's
I
on
think
Disney?
no free plugs, but you have to get the Hulu bundle. I'm not. No free plugs though. Even though I already plugged BetterHelp for free. I don't know.
surprisingly, I don't have it, but I think they combine everything right now.
That's crazy.
I've been literally doing my dues and going through every single episode from season 1 to now.
They have a new one. They made a new season. I heard. They have a
Yeah,
season. They have a season
actually,
10.
watch the last 3 seasons because they were like on the newer seasons.
Oh yeah, they
So
have. Yeah, so they have new stuff
yeah,
out. That's cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
dope.
19, 20, 21, I already watched it out, and then
Hell
gone
yeah.
back to the originals.
Word. Yo, Caleb, are you? We'll give him a minute.
No.
Oh,
Do not
all right,
give
wait.
me.
No, all right, wait. What do you think of this thing, man?
It's pretty cool. I like how you split. I'm not good at judging art, so
You're good, man.
split it.
You got some crazy feedback though, just a heads up.
Yeah, it's
split it in
wonky.
half. Like the further
Like-
you look into it, the further it is.
I can't
Like,
hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Hold on. All right, try talking again.
Biddly-doo. I like juice. How about you?
Yeah, you keep like cutting in and out.
It sounds like you have like a heartbeat in your mic almost.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's like a.
here now. Do I need to get my mic?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold on, come back to me. I'll go after the next person.
All right, word.
All right.
Neil, what'd you think?
You know me.
Oh, you muted?
do.
Oh, there you go.
Am I muted? Am I muted?
No, you're good now.
Oh, okay. I would have called it the eyes view because it's your signature eye that you always do. And then I had a poem and it was called Mushroom Galaxy, and this is like exactly what it's about. Just being in the galaxy as well as Earth and just float so it looks like a mushroom trip. And
Oh, it's
you know,
awesome.
and the fact that it make like an eye also, and your signature is all on it. You know, if I didn't know you, but I knew your work, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a skedaddle, because it's all over it. It's perfect. I love it. Is that Jupiter?
This is just a galaxy that came out of my brain. I don't really like drawing our solar system because it's
Yeah.
not alien enough for me. If that makes sense.
I get it. Yeah, I want to go to Titan too.
Yeah.
So yeah. I love this. I love it. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Real quick. Oh no, I just discovered that the feedback is coming from you. Because you're muted right now, and then if I unmute you, it comes back.
Oh, yep.
Poetless, what'd you think?
I love it. I need that in my room somewhere so I can remind me of my thoughts. I think that's really dope. And neon colors, that would be dope. I love it. As always, I love your artwork anyway, so it's no
Thank
surprise
you.
that I would love this one as well.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I was actually thinking about going to Walmart and figuring out how to like print some of my artwork on the like tapestry fabrics
Okay.
and selling those at this there's like a festival that happens in my hometown every fall, and I was thinking about selling them there.
That's a really good idea.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal idea. People would buy those blankets. I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'd
I'd buy a whole bed set.
right?
Dude, I want that as a tapestry on my ceiling though. So like
That's what I was thinking of as tapestry.
Well, theoretically, if one were to lay in one's bed and trip on shrooms, theoretically, one would love to have that on their theoretical ceiling. Theoretically,
I would theoretically love that as well.
No, for real though, that just lay there and I'd just be like, just like I'd fall into that fucking galaxy, literally. Like I would travel to that galaxy.
Okay, is it better? I took off
You're
the
good now.
fan.
You're
Oh,
good.
All right.
perfect.
You're
Okay.
good.
So here it is. I'm going to do the first thing for the night. Yeah. Dylan, that's why it's called Lavender Haze. Taylor Swift.
Oh God,
Oh God, Taylor
not
Swift. What are we?
Taylor.
What are we? 35 minutes? 30. You can't go. You can't go an hour. 35 minutes in. All right, here we go. Fuck. All right.
Jesus.
35 minutes. 35
New
minutes.
record.
You know what? That's probably his record, though. Honestly.
I don't know. We'd have to go back and look at the record. Let the record show. Shit, yo, Caleb, you got your shit figured out?
I don't know. Do I? Does it sound better?
You got
Yep.
it. You good?
Perfect.
Is it good? All right. Because look, I'm not even using the fucking headphone.
That was such a freak out. That was such.
So no, I like how like you can like I like the depth perception in it. All right. So like I like it's I don't know what it's called, but like, there's like a horizon line whenever you draw, and the further back of the horizon, the smaller the picture gets. I like how in
Oh,
both halves,
foreground, background, something. I can't remember the rest.
I like how in both halves you have depicted that nice. It's great because there it looks like there is depth in that eyeball. Like that eyeball is seeing the fucking that eyeball right now is tripping on acid and don't even know about it.
That's what I was going for. Most of my art is
But
extremely trippy now. I don't know why.
take it from. I mean, we don't
Oh,
do
well,
drugs.
that's
We don't
probably
do
why
drugs.
I hypothetically turned into a little bit of
We're
a
not
shithead.
we're not encouraging it, but theoretically, if you if you were to take your
But
mind off many
theoretically,
substances, shrooms or acid would be the
Hypothetically, taking shroom.
may possibly potentially cure your depression. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically,
hypothetically.
you might
Uh-huh.
find yourself in a cartoon after this fucking.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, that is really trippy. And if I look at it any longer, I'm gonna these edibles are gonna get to me, man. So let's get this other one
Are
up here.
we? I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. And Brandon, can I get this title up here? This one is called, would you like to tell him the title or would you like me to do it?
This one's Thugs Don't Cry.
Thugs Don't Cry.
The
I
name is
personally love the title. I love the title. I'm down with that title. I'm 100%. Hold on,
so it was like it was supposed to be a joke reference to what I can't remember the name of the movie, but Will Ferrell's in it, and like his wife starts to get really sad, and then his wife grabs him and starts singing "Thugs Don't Cry" or "Gangsters Don't Cry." So I was trying to make a reference to that.
Is it the one where him and Kevin Hart, like Kevin Hart trains him to go to prison? Like it's called Get Hard.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
it? Yeah. Get Hard. That was awesome. I love that movie. I love that fucking movie. Yo, so all right, this shit's gangster. This shit's gangster. Let me hold on. Let me look at this shit. All right. First off, what's up with this face? Because this is fucking like, is this
She
a
has a
mask pulled
mask
up over?
on.
That's why I
She has
assume
a
it's one of
mask.
those. It's one of those. I've actually seen those masks in stores. In stores. Anyway.
In stores near
yeah,
you.
yeah, man. Yo, and you made it look. Oh, it's like she got the like Voldemort nose too, the little skull. Just the skull
Yeah.
imprint nose, yeah. But dude, that smile is sadistic. That is like Joker level fucking, that is like,
That she has nothing left to lose, so she'll shoot you in the forehead for fun.
and dude,
That's kind of what I was going for.
Her eyes are just staring into your fucking soul. What is going on with my camera here? Come on. Here, where am I? There am I.
And it's really hard to see because I made it too dark, but she does have an AR-15 on her back.
Oh yeah. No, I saw the gun. I wasn't sure exactly, but that's fucking dope. So All right, tell us about it. When did you make it? When did you?
I made this about a week ago now because for some reason I've been getting in like really heavy into trap metal. So like Ghostmane, Resentful, a couple other artists that are Witch House 40K is another great one.
Trap metal?
Trap metal.
Is that like 1738?
Kind of. Pretty much. It's like emo rap mixed with rock, and it's like one of my favorite things in the fucking world, and it drove me to draw this. Because when I'm listening to music, it can heavily impact how my art turns out.
You say I'm sorry. You say trap metal, and I'm just picturing like The Weeknd with like a pair of like fingerless gloves and a leather vest.
A good mainstream example is Lil Darky.
Okay, all right. It's vaguely familiar. I'm not like, but
Bitch, I'm smoking gas in my chambers like it's the Holocaust. But like he's fucked. That dude's fucked.
I am so clipping that. I'm clipping that. That's going right. That right there. That 5 seconds of you. Oh, that was priceless. You couldn't pay me to recreate that. That is
Oh, I just ended my whole career right there.
Gangster rap perfume. Just
sorry. The
what about
trap metal broke out of me.
Okay, what's Corpse? What's Corpse?
Cringe. No, I will say he does have a couple good songs, and he does kind of fall under trap metal, but he's more emo rap.
Sorry for the cough, guys. I usually mute my mic, but so he's not. So that's not. He's not like
50-50. He's 50-50. He can make some good music, but with how people like what is it called? Romanticize him. It just kind of like
what happened with Marshmello, like
yeah.
Like, dude, Marshmello. I mean, dude, and Marshmello is fucking amazing. Like, well, I mean, like, literally might be one of the up there in the top producers with fucking Dr. Dre, and like he really is fucking amazing. And to be so young and that good at it, because you know, but it's also the guy under the mask isn't the guy. Like, it's a team. It's a team of two guys. One of them wears the mask, and yeah. You got to do some research on Marshmello. I just recently found it.
Is Marshmello a fraud?
He's not a fraud necessarily. It's more like a band kind of thing.
Oh,
you know
okay.
I mean? Where you kind of.
So you have the face, the mascot of the band.
Right. Like I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how it all works, if they take turns wearing the mask or if they both make beats or exactly. But I know that there's two guys. I was watching a video on it the other day.
Thank you, Jody.
No, that's actually Tessa on my mom's account. So Jody is my mother who has passed. But she's on our mom's account.
Thank you, Tessa.
No, you're good. You're good.
Whoops.
I do, bro. I started the show off talking about mama. Talking about my mama. Yeah. Hell yeah. Mom's always welcome in the birthday party. She's right over there, and she's in the room. She's right over there with her shrine of stuffed animals and random knickknacks.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, but thank you, Tessa. She's upstairs instead of coming down and joining the party.
And socializing with your brother on his birthday.
No, I knew she was gonna like this piece too. I knew she was gonna like this piece too. My sister likes to think that she's a thug. Realistically,
oh God. Tessa, I'll slap you in your mouth, and I know your brother will let me.
Realistically, she doesn't have a block. She comes from a dirt road. She likes to think she's tough and all that, but that's why I knew she'd like this piece.
Honey, you can be country tough.
I just want to see how much I can keep talking before she comes down those stairs. Yo, she comes down those stairs and be like, "Who ain't thug? Yo, you ain't. I ain't a thug. Lost boy.
You ain't
Lost now,
thug.
boy." Yo, but back to your piece because I have extreme ADHD. I already said that I like how like it has the Joker vibes, not only the smile, but you have it like right with the green hair. But it's not. I love how the green hair is like a swampy green, like a dark swamp. Like she just crawled out of a fucking swamp, and her shoes are the same color, and it like accents the whole thing.
Thank you.
And then the tattoo is such a thick dark black that like it almost has no end. Like you just fall, like you could just fall into the blackness of her tattoo. It's like the girl with the
It's
dude.
the-
Oh, yo, that's what it fucking reminds me of. The girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yes. Wait, the girl with the dragon tattoo?
You ever seen that or read it?
No. Is it an
No?
anime?
I
It
don't
sounds
know.
like an
Everything's
anime.
dude, everything's a fucking anime nowadays. I just found out they made a Rick and Morty anime the other day.
It sucks. It sucks so bad. It's not even funny anymore.
Why make an anime of a show that is
To try and pull away from
animated?
Justin.
It's
Pull away
animated
from Justin.
Because the only difference is you're doing it in Japanese art style rather than American.
It's to pull away from Justin Roland's art style. Because he found out to be like a huge Wait, is it just who got found out for being like a really bad person?
Really? Is there some shit that I don't know about? I don't know. Does he have some? Does Justin Roland have some shit now? Is he?
I honestly think he was found with
he did something.
Not so bad. Good pictures.
Oh, he fucking jerked off in front of an assistant or some fucking weird shit.
Allegations. Hold on. I might be thinking of someone
dude,
else.
It sucks, man, because like you find out.
Oh yeah, he sexually assaulted someone.
You know how the people in fucking. I mean, like most recently, like the guy was supposed to play Kang. He got into a fight with his girlfriend, and I think they both assaulted each other or whatever. But that's a huge thing. And I mean, Johnny Depp got fired from fucking Disney, and then they found it, and then they went back on that real quick when they found it. But either way, whether the stuff is true or untrue, it just really sucks. Like even with Bill Cosby, where the shit is true and he's an absolute fucking monster. Like I didn't grow up on him, but I've talked to a lot of people who did grow up on it, and it's just like, and the people who talk about him in podcasts all the time, and Joe Rogan talks about him too, is just like, especially comedians grew up with this guy as like an idol, and it's like, well, now how do you separate the art from the artist, right? Because
exactly.
Fuck,
especially
dude,
if you idolize this person. That's my problem with Melanie Martinez right now. I idolize
like if Ono found out Taylor Swift was touching little boys tomorrow, like what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
I think we would watch him implode. That would be the day we watch him just like turn himself into a black hole and suck up the earth.
Even worse. Michael Jackson. He's dead. You didn't find out until he was dead. And then it's like, well,
what do we do now?
I mean, it's like, what do we do? It's not to say no one cares, because yeah, obviously the victims and their families still care, but it's like
he's dead. There's nothing we can do.
He got what was he kind of got what was coming to him in that case. If you want to just
how did he die?
Then leave it at that. I'm not even gonna try to guess because I don't want to misquote and try to misquote. But I know that he
had a heart attack, cardiac arrest.
He had a lot of medical conditions. Like the reason he went from being a black person to a white person was not just because he wanted to like be cool or just because he wanted to be white.
His doctor killed him.
Oh, really? Was that what? Did they sue the hospital or some shit? I don't know anything.
No, He didn't mean to, but his doctor was found guilty for involuntary manslaughter.
Oh wow, wow,
Yeah,
damn, that's crazy. Well, yeah,
that's
no, but
shock.
yeah, he had a lot of health conditions his whole life. Like his skin, the reason he dyed his skin white was because it
He,
was already blotching.
he
Like
didn't
as
die.
his,
Yeah, he didn't dye it white.
yeah,
He had vitiligo.
right. Do you know the singer Sia? She did a song with Eminem, a couple songs with Eminem, but one you
I
might know is
want to swing. That bitch.
it might be her, but it's
She
yeah,
has like that weird
I
bob
think it's
cut.
her. And she did a song with Eminem back in the day called "Beautiful Pain" or whatever. I think. Yeah. So she also has the same condition. Um, she is now white. I don't
Oh,
know if now obviously it's 2024. She might identify as black. I don't know.
most black people with
If,
vitiligo do.
if Michael Jackson was still alive, would he identify as black or white? I really want
He
that's
identified as black
been
his whole
eating it
life.
at me. It's been eating it. Right. Michael
So
Jackson, right? Whole family is black, born to a black family, African American bloodline, right? He's black, right? Doesn't matter because it was a medical condition, right? So that
yeah,
like so I mean that's crazy. That to think about like where we are now, right? Like where everybody is just like can just pick up and decide, oh, I'm just one thing, right? And then to look at it and be like, because feeling like you're not the right you're not right the right sex, right? If you go look in a psychology textbook, that is actually a medical condition. It's the same
yeah.
way that
It's
Michael
gender
Jackson's
dysphoria.
skin condition is a medical condition. But then there's just it's like become this thing where it's been like so many people are just like, oh, I can identify as whatever I want. Okay, I'm a fucking water bottle. You
Yeah,
know what I
that
mean? Like,
makes me want to fucking put my
well,
head through a window. I'm gonna be a
now
hundred.
you're insulting people with fucking medical conditions. Isn't that like
The
isn't that what's
only
happening?
okay, if you,
I don't know how we
I'm
got into this.
about to like end my entire career right now. If
Mic
you,
drop.
I,
Drop the
if
mic.
you identify with like anything, if you like identify as an inanimate object or like kitten self, no, you don't. You need to get off the internet and get to a therapist.
Right.
Simple as that.
And I think regardless, and I think, and I'll just say this flat out, and I'm not, and I'm not, and this is not anything against trans people at all, but I think that if you are transitioning, go see a therapist anyway. That's a
Oh
big
yeah,
fucking
100%.
that's a big
What
life
people
move.
don't understand.
It's the biggest life move ever, and there's no deny. It's not a bad thing, but you do have a mental condition. Same way I have ADHD, right? You do have a mental condition. Talk to somebody about it. I said this at the beginning of
Being
the show.
trans
You have shit
isn't the
going on.
mental
Talk to
condition,
people about it.
but gender dysphoria, the cause of transitions, is a mental illness.
Right.
Like, so yeah, I honestly, I believe everybody in the planet should get a therapist. Like, having someone professional who like to professionally look at these things is good for everybody. In my
And I see it honestly the same way as I see any mental health condition. It is just a part of one, it is a part of who you are. Like I am not like I'm not defined by my ADHD, but it's definitely a big part of who I am. I'm not defined by my depression, but it's definitely a big part of who I am. And I've learned to embrace it and make it part of who I am. You know what I mean? And I think that whether you're changing races or changing sexes or dealing with
if
having to
you're
fucking
changing
switch
race,
the light switch off
you're
45 times before bed and you have to count exactly 45 times. Like I know people I've done when I was a kid, I went to sleepovers with kids who literally had to do that before bed, like something with the light switch or the alarm like, and I have minor OCD, but that's a whole nother level. You know what I mean? And I
I
just
have
look at it as
paranoia and
like
intrusive OCD.
make it don't let it define you as a person. Don't make it your whole identity. but you embrace it, make it a part of who you are, and then don't fucking if that's genuinely who you are, but don't just make up some shit because you want to fucking be this.
Be different. Exactly.
Listen, your mom told you could be anything you want. I'm here to tell you different. Fuck you. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. It's gone too far, people. No, you can't. I don't know how we went from your fucking artwork to talking about this, but we probably just offended a lot of people. Clip that, you son of a bitches. Demonetized.
Womp womp.
Anyway, I don't know how we went from that to that, but
ADHD. We both have ADHD. That's how.
yeah. Anyway, that's a dope piece, and I want to see what other people think about it. But we're missing someone.
Ooh,
Oh,
who are we missing?
we are missing Poetless.
No.
Damn. Hopefully she comes back. Hopefully she comes back. Hopefully it's
Fingers
just a fluke in the
crossed.
system.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm gonna do two things right now. One, how do you do that? Excuse me, if Taylor is touching a little boy, remember the lyrics.
I knew he was gonna.
Because I have skedaddle. I want to look up something right now.
Hold on, my computer might have died.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want me to look up?
Conrad Murray, Michael Jackson doctor, opens medical clinic, and tell me the place he opened it.
Conrad Murray Medical Clinic?
Yes.
Damn. Gotta have Skedaddle be my producer, Brandon. She's fucking looking shit up on the fly. Fucking. You're good, bro. You're good.
And look up where I'm
We're
from.
vibing
Trinidad
tonight.
and Tobago.
Oh my God, are you serious?
El Socorro, San Juan. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yes, San Juan. That's right here in lovely Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
Now you know where not to go.
And Dylan, I have a question for you. Can you tell me what is the major lyric in "Just Lose It"? About Michael Jackson.
Any lyric and just lose it, or do you want me to do the whole
about
song?
Michael Jackson.
There are multiple references to Michael Jackson in that song.
Yeah, but remember what he said.
I'm back with a brand new case, and I don't mean cases in a new case of child molestation and accusation.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then and Michael Jackson's lawyers actually, Michael Jackson's lawyers actually sued him for that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I take back what I said about us finding out about it after he died, because it became a huge thing, like more after he died, and they make the documentary after he died. But really,
it was in the late 90s.
Eminem was talking about it in 2004. We found out, the whole world found out about it before then.
Late 90s, but he literally paid off a lot of little boys because
Same thing Trump's doing.
as I say, one of the major actors who they questioned but never admitted it was Macaulay Culkin.
I wonder if Michael Jackson ever worked for Nickelodeon.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Have you guys seen that yet? Have you guys seen the fucking?
I haven't seen the documentary.
Quiet on set.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the documentary, but I've heard everything.
It's fucked. It's fucked. No, you got to watch it. It's fucked.
Okay, but is it on YouTube or did you
Netflix? I think.
No. I think it's
on Netflix.
I might be on HBO Max. I don't really know.
Wait. Oh my gosh, I now realize. Why are we name dropping all these
Yeah, we're just plugging the hell out of this. Has become
we're talking about our ear, not streaming services.
What I liked about the latter part of you and Skedaddle's conversation literally ties back to every or most of my poetry where I am saying stop being woke and be wide awake. Because everything
Stop being woke and
Ooh.
wide awake. I like that.
yeah. If you go back to a few of the poems I did before, that is one line I created because everybody is now they want to own their mental illness and literally make it non-existent. For
Yeah, but
They either want to
eventually,
make it non-existent or
eventually the
be their
fucking,
mental illness.
eventually the fucking yuppies are gonna steal that too, just like they stole the word woke. Woke used to be a good thing, right? Woke used to be an empowering good woke. Poets used to use woke all the fucking time. Like when I first started hearing the word woke, it was from spoken word poetry that I was hearing on YouTube. And then everyone else started saying it, and I'm like, oh, now it's not fucking cool anymore. You
Yeah.
fucking ruined it.
Yeah,
You
this
fucking
is
ruined it.
why
You ruined it.
that's why you gotta be awake. Forget being woke.
Yeah, if they fucking the yuppies take all our word, all the
What
fun
are
words.
yuppies?
You can't say retard anymore. You can't.
Oh God.
No,
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
I should be allowed to say retard.
actually-
I grew up being bullied for being retarded.
no, actually, that is one that I do agree with taking away because it will actually be that one is a demeaning term for people who
If
have
you use it in a
disabilities.
derogatory term, yes.
Yes.
See,
So
no, that's where that's what I was just saying is
yeah.
it's because the word the word has been taken, and what I mean by when a social group takes a word, they take all aspects of it, and not only it's like a copyright, they have the only claim to it now, and they take the word and they can make it mean like I mean, there's so many different examples. Like the F fuck word, fuck.
Yeah.
It that originally had so many other different meanings, but a social group takes a word and like okay, so the word retarded, right? It was made up by the medical community. It was originally a medical term written in all actual medical textbooks as the actual medical term. And then somewhere along the lines, someone decided we don't like this word, or we're gonna decide that this word is an insult, right?
That's somewhat what happened, kind of. What happened with
that is what has
retarded
happened
being
with
used in medical terms is the fact that it was such an umbrella term that someone like me would be diagnosed mentally retarded, and then someone with Down syndrome would also be diagnosed mentally retarded. Like it was just an umbrella term, so doctors didn't really have to do their jobs.
All right, here's a good here's a good example. Here's a good example. When did we start calling vagina pussy? Which I know it wasn't before we started calling actual cats pussies, right? When did we start gay? How about gay? When did we start saying gay instead? When did it stop meaning happy? Right? We've taken these words and now they mean different things.
Yeah, I mean, our English language evolves just like we do.
Right.
No, well, I am going to say something different because language in itself literally devolving because look at even poetry, music. You seldom hear a good song because a lot of
Language
people now,
arts are devolving.
yeah,
But here, I think that it comes down to intent. Really, and at the end of the day, and don't get me wrong, I will go out of my way not to say certain words because I know they are hurtful to people. That being said, I think, and even 10 years ago, it used to be like this, where it came down to intent, right? Because there is a difference between walking up to somebody who is mentally challenged and calling them a retard and your boy sitting next to you just dumped his beer on your controller and you're like fucking retard, right? There's a difference between or the F word that is now a derogatory term for someone who's gay. A lot of people, especially in the early 2000s, used to just call their friends that word. or call their
Do you want
friends
to know
gay.
why?
Well, oh
Do you
man,
want to
that
know
is
why
something's not
queer
cool.
people
We're
are
like, oh,
called
that's so
faggots?
gay.
Mhm.
You know what I
True.
mean? It comes down to the intent of the word, or you
Mhm.
know, what's
It
up,
was
my
meant
N
like
word,
bitch.
right?
It was meant like
That's
bitch versus
Mhm.
bitch, exactly,
so
I
bitch.
it's
have
about bitch, like
I
you're a fat
have
ass. Yeah,
I have a
because
little
accused
bit of a
are
point to make here.
say
Yeah,
faggot
go
ass
ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead.
nigga, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yes, you may have a different intent behind it, but you cannot make that person, how do I put this?
it's a
Just
new
because your
generation.
intent behind it is not hateful doesn't mean someone isn't going to take it in a hateful way or that it's not going to hurt them.
Mhm.
So the best thing is to just not say it. And another thing,
Well,
you know why?
it wasn't meant to be gay. It was meant to describe like snitch, like rat. It was meant in that connotation, and then it was like the gay community said
Mhm.
it was for them, but it was like it was never for y'all. It was,
Oh, that's
Mhm.
you know,
interesting.
It
it was
also
for. It's like they took upon
The
the
F slur?
word for themselves versus that's what it really meant. It
Yeah.
always meant bitch, snitch, rat. It always meant that. It never meant
The
your
F
sexual
slur?
orientation. Yeah, yeah. It never.
The
And I'm from
Mhm.
the '80s.
from
I'm
the
like I'm
stuff
from the
that
'80s. So yeah.
I've read, the reason why they call queer people the F slur is because they used to roll them up in carpets and light them on fire like a cigarette. And if you know what British, like UK
like a
people
bundle
call
of sticks.
cigarettes,
Yeah, bundle of
Mhm.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stick. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
they
yeah.
Yeah.
call
Because they'll blame the black community for it, but in the black community, it was never. It wasn't meant. It was meant as like snitch, like bitch, like you.
oh,
Mhm.
I've
You.
never heard the black
But he,
people be
and that's
blamed for it.
but
It was
so
never.
so
It
to
was
kind of
never
counteract
about your sexual
your
orientation.
point. The other part of what I was so there's I think for me there's two sides of it, right? There's your intent, and so your intent is you sending it out, but then it still has to be received, right? So that's the
Exactly.
second part of it is the finding the person that like okay, for example, I can call Brandon a bitch, no problem, but I'm not going to call like my boss's wife a bitch. Even if I'm just joking, I'm not going to say that to her or even my
Oh yeah, no,
boss
there's time and
himself.
place.
Or right, there's a time and
Time
place for
and place.
everything
Yeah.
and a person for everything, right? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like if it, whether it's bitch or you know retarded or whatever, if Brandon calls me that or I call him that, we're not going to get offended because we know we're joking and that's how it's being sent and received.
Mhm.
But it's
Yeah.
about knowing your intent and knowing your fucking audience.
Mhm. No, because and I'm going there with the Kanye and Taylor. Remember with the famous video when he did it, and she literally sued and got everything. But now, what do they scream for certain songs on the era tour? They they will actually call Taylor a bitch. So, as you just said, what's the intent and how
Oh, I
was it
mean when
used?
you mean when Kanye? It took me a minute to catch up. You're talking about when Kanye snatched the mic out of her hand on stage
No,
and was like,
no.
"Wait,
This
wait,
was
hold a minute, bitch. I'm gonna let you finish in
no,
a
the
minute."
song famous he did. And Kim did leak the fake video, and then the real video came out where
Oh,
he he never told her about the word bitch in the song famous. And
yeah.
she
Well,
only found out
that whole thing started because of what he did to her
2009,
at
yeah.
when she won the fucking award, coming up on
Mm-hmm.
stage like that, and even and it was who was he even say he was like, oh, I think that
Beyonce.
Beyonce Beyonce has come out and said a bunch of times that she does not support that, and Kanye
Mm-hmm.
has apologized for it too, but that whole like they've dissed each other in songs. That whole
Mm-hmm.
thing started because, but that's the thing, and it literally was. He got up on stage, took the mic out of her hand during her one of the biggest moments of her career, and then
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he called her a bitch, and that that's where the intent is. You know what I mean? That's derogatory intent. You're literally by your actions and everything you're doing showing that you think that this person is less than you and less worthy of both your attention
Mm-hmm.
and everyone else's attention. And yeah, no, it was fucking one of the
Oh.
most
Mhm.
disgusting, one of the most disgusting fucking things I've ever seen on live TV ever. People compare it to the Will Smith slap, and it's not. Doesn't even come close.
Fuck no.
Close.
Doesn't even
No.
come close. What he did to Taylor was way more disrespectful than Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Mhm.
Way,
Yeah.
I would
And to be
take
fair, Chris Rock was
10
making
slaps from
disrespectful
Will
jokes.
Smith over that.
Mhm.
He
And then, and to go back to where we started with the word retard, that was actually meant to just mean something about stunt growth, especially like with plants. They will have literally said it had stunted growth or a retard growth.
You're not missing the milestones. Or not
Mhm.
hitting the milestones.
Yeah, so that is where that word came from. And then, as Dylan rightfully said, someone else took it and make it into a demeaning word.
has I feel like I don't know. I think it's just everything that it has just become less and less socially acceptable and more censor and you know it's
And I will say
like
some things are definitely like
it's
over
just
the top.
everything. You know, like if you call your I mean, if you call your children midgets now, people get offended. And it's like again, intent, audience. My intent is their children, and the audience is again, they're children. But again, you say that word, and people are just like, and it's just it's crazy how we've taken certain
Well, to
words
be fair, if
and
you're teaching your
twisted
child to
them to
talk
be
like
so
that,
evil. I don't know where we got on this subject either. I don't know
I
how the
don't know.
fuck we
I
got
was.
here.
Neither do I.
The
This is
second
awesome.
No, but you want to know what's the fun fact? It literally ties into my poem.
Sure.
Wow.
What,
say
you didn't see
sure.
nothing?
Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been shameless about it.
No one gives a fuck.
look like
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Skedaddle. So let us actually talk about your second one.
Yeah, we can.
for-
Yeah, we
yeah,
can
yeah,
talk about
yeah,
your
yeah,
piece for a
yeah,
minute.
yeah. How Dylan, you said it reminds you of the Joker. I'm going to twist it a little bit because it reminds me of an anime version of Harley Quinn. Or some
took the words.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Took
is it?
the words. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like.
Like if Harley Quinn took the Joker's
Joker.
place.
Yeah, like she took the
Dude,
Joker's place. Yeah,
dude, she would be so much more gangster.
she would.
She's already gangster as fuck.
Yeah, but if she didn't have to live in his,
Joker.
she didn't have to live in his fucking shadow, bro. She would be the kingpin of Gotham. Like undeniably, undeniably the fucking kingpin of Gotham or queen, I guess.
Queenpin, yeah.
Kingpin of Gotham, like fucking. Yo, I like that alternate reality where Harley Quinn becomes the fucking. Yo,
That's hot.
that's
And I
gangster
tried to
too.
make it look like it was nighttime. I don't know if I executed it well, but
You executed it phenomenal.
Very well.
Yeah, it feels like I don't want to get caught in an alley with this bitch. For sure.
that's what I was going for too.
Or like you
Yeah.
want to get caught in the alley.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't want to.
She looks
Scary.
hardcore, man. She looks hardcore, man. I don't know if I could handle her.
You wanna check-
Hey, usually the bitches like that are the ones that are soft as fuck.
Wait.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Wait.
All I gotta say is I hope those teeth ain't real, because those look some sharp motherfuckers.
Skedaddle. Tell me the truth, eh? Is this your alter ego?
Partially. Most of my drawings are like little pieces of me that I don't enjoy, so I try to put them on paper.
Okay.
No, because looking at the hair, I actually feel you with the hair, except your own purple, her own green. So next show, go
She
green
kind
hair.
of like has a little bit of herself in each of her pieces. Like each of them that I see, especially, I mean, I don't know. I've seen one or two males that she's done. Actually, one male is on the flyers. Little anime devil, but besides
That's actually
that,
a commission piece I did.
she mostly does female pieces from what I can tell, and that's that. I mean, you don't see a rapper writing from a fucking female's perspective unless it's like most people tend to do what they're comfortable with, and artists, you know, I I don't think that like people will say that like, oh, if you're just taking the easy way out by like drawing your face into the picture or using your personality traits when you're writing this character or whatever. But I don't look at it like that. I look at it
It's your
as like
art. It should have a piece of you.
yeah, it's your art. You're imbuing it with the more soul it has, the more of you it has in it, the better it's gonna be.
Exactly.
You know, and like with the song Stan. I don't know if I've mentioned Eminem yet, but
Shut the
But
fuck
I know
up.
I did.
Ono's Taylor Swift is your Eminem.
yeah, I know. Just wait for this episode that's coming out. Wait for this episode. It's been taking me a while to edit it because I've been working 50 to 60-hour weeks at work, and I've had so little time. And the thing that I have to do is like put a counter on each time that one of us says it. And it's gonna be a pain in the ass because I have to go in and individually put 1 and then 2 and then 3. What happened to you?
I'm back. Sorry, I don't know. My thing just like disappeared.
You died? Rest
But-
in peace.
Now
It's-
I
I've
can't
been-
get the
I've been
chat
working
to go
on
away. What is
editing
going
it.
on with my phone?
But me and Uno have a deep cut where we definitely mentioned Taylor Swift and Eminem quite a few times. But anyway, I was saying.
Give me 1
you'll
second.
be
I have to
surprised
restart.
Who mentioned who's more?
Oh, this is definitely less of a podcast and more of a birthday party for sure. I hope you guys enjoy this quality content.
I'm gonna do this. Dylan, it will only be a birthday party if your sister come down right now and do a piece. Like last
Tessa! You heard the man! Get your ass down here!
Tessa.
We're waiting on you, Tess. We know you're watching.
Mhm. Your fans
If you're-
love you.
if you're
girl.
watching, we know you are. We're waiting on you. Get your ass down here. But
Yeah,
while we
yeah.
wait,
Come on,
while
show Dylan
we
how
are
it's
waiting
done.
on her, we are an hour and 17 minutes in. So let's and this is why we're only doing one piece a person this week because you see how this I already knew how this was gonna go, guys. I already knew. This is gonna be at least 70% us just fucking around. So I hope you enjoy it. This is this week's episode. But our next birthday guest is somebody. I know we have somebody here. Who was gonna go next? I think it was Uno. Yeah. Oh, quality content, people. Yeah, we got Uno here, guys. There's a lot of places you can follow him. If you don't know Uno by now, and by the way, it's not Uno like the card game. It's Ono, ONO. It's the because he thinks he's cool to spell it with an A, THA. Ono. And that's his stage name. And he's from Trinidad, and he's a poet, and he's a Taylor Swift super fan. He's a Swiftie, as they say. And he's also a school teacher that works with, as he mentioned before, when we were speaking about that word. He is a mental health. He works with special needs children. That is his area of expertise. And but on his off time, he's writing poetry and he's posting it all over the place. Some of these places include Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Amazon, where you can find his books. That's right, he's got full books. Don't know why I just started talking like a radio announcer, but you could follow him on his Instagram, the Ono. That's THAONO1, the Ono1. His YouTube is the Ono X. His Facebook is the Ono. And his books, I don't have the names of all of them in front of me. But the one he talks about the most often is Midnights. And I think he's working on something to do with Eras or Taylor Swift, or I don't know. We'll have him tell you about it. But go check out his books. They're on Amazon. Midnights and another one. Now that's what I call poetry. Um, I, and he's got the links to, I believe, all of that: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, his books, everything on his website, and that's theonoxpoetry.weebly.com. That's THONOX poetry.weebly.com. Yeah, and I'm gonna play his flyer and get him on up here. Do.
Circles in an empire of creativity.
I fucked the website up. This is the website up on screen, not the one that I said.
Circles in an empire of creativity where hearts are free. There is a show that breaks barriers. Lostboys, Cypher Circle, you see. Hosted by a fearless soul, Dylan Lawler, his spirit unshaken, an artist embracing others, a red gem who is so unspoken. Each passing episode, a sanctuary unfolds, a sacred space where stories are told. Dylan, an orchestrator of unity, his purpose clear, to provide a haven unadulterated where art conquers fear. Lostboys Cypher Circle, a stage unlike the rest, where artists intertwine with a flow untainted and blessed. No fragrance of deceit, no venomous lace. Only genuine artists embracing their unique place. Dylan, the guardian of untamed artistry, empowering others to unleash their creativity through spoken word, rap, art, rhythmic verse. He ignites passion in souls, lifting them from every curse. The beats reverberate as hearts open wide. In this sanctuary, identities can no longer hide. From forgotten dreams to the unspoken pain, each artist finds solace, their truth and their reign. Blessings upon blessings freely shared with grace. Boom goes the Dylan might. The host, never judging, never misplaced. He stands tall, a beacon of strength when darkness looms, guiding lost souls, helping them find their own truths. Lostboys Cypher Circle, where dreams are born, where souls unite, their battles adorned. No space for boundaries, for limits or walls. Only room for growth and inspiration for all. Dylan, the fearless artist, with vision so clear, creating a revolution, breaking through every fear. Lostboys Cypher Circle, a testament of his might, a symphony of voices embracing boundless flight. Come on, join the circle. Let your story be told. Amidst the flowing verses, let your ambitions unfold. We are all lost boys, searching for our place. Through Dylan's guidance, we find our solace and our grace. Lostboys Cypher Circle, an enchanting tale where artists congregate, give praise as their spirits never fail.
Dylan, we love your sandwiches. Did we tell that joke on here, or was it just on the deep cut? I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember
Well,
because we did it both back to back, so I can't remember. Well, no.
we'll just leave it as an inside joke, and they can find
Yes,
out.
yeah, they'll pick it up when it's ready.
Oh,
With
man.
our timer.
Thanks for coming to my birthday party, man.
Yes, well, once in your life, because who was it? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22 at 23.
Dude, I saw a clip the other day. Taylor was on stage performing her song, 22. And when she
Mm-hmm.
got to the part where she says, "I'm feeling 22," her background dancer looked at her and mouthed the words 35 at her. I thought that was good. I thought that was
No,
good.
actually, I remember she did a twist on it when she actually turned 32. And she literally changed the lyric to, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32.
I like, you know what? I that's something that I've been meaning to address, and it kind of hasn't really come up in conversation. But like,
Mm-hmm.
you nowadays you get a lot of artists taking, classic songs or songs they've already written or songs other people have
Mm-hmm.
written and changing the lyrics to either fit what they're going through or modernize them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Most recently, Beyonce did Dolly Parton, and she changed
Jolene.
Jolene's lyrics. Or you have more simpler explanations or things like that, like Taylor changing
Mm-hmm.
22, or who was it? Who was it?
I when I
Kesha.
hit you one,
Kesha
I'm
changed the
gonna hit
lyric. Kesha changed the lyrics
you,
to wake
but
up in the morning like fuck P Diddy instead of feeling like P
no,
Diddy.
I'm gonna hit you one even deeper to you. Did you hear the new version of Rap Devil? The
I
new
did.
intro.
I did. I did. Oh. Oh. You know what? Did you hear the part in the album where he says, "I got to keep going Tyson on Kelly. I bodied him twice and already. That motherfucker's back throwing subs like what? Like a food fight at the deli. Back
Oh
throwing
yeah.
subs like a food fight at the deli. He is. He's back throwing subs like a.
Wait.
Yo, I love it though. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. They're
Wait,
both
wait, wait,
my
wait.
favorite,
So,
two of my favorite
so we
artists. I'm here
literally
for it.
did we just switch bodies or something? Why am I bringing up Eminem and you're bringing up Taylor Swift?
Yeah,
Is it Freaky Saturday?
this is Freaky Saturday. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Because I don't know. Listen, when I heard Kate start uh, with his verse on Untied, I say I needed to get into that.
Yeah.
Actually, I write fast.
Oh shit, dude.
That was a fun thing to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Dude, I love how like you and me like bounce off of each every time you're on the show. Like I can't wait till we see the podcast or the deep cuts podcast
Mm-hmm.
because I mean you're one of the funnest guests to have on. The way we just bounce off each other and you know what I mean. Like it's definitely a vibe, definitely the energy. For
Yes.
sure.
Yeah. No, because what I notice
What's it? Oh.
when I'm on, you always crossing midnight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey man, you bring out the midnights in us. But
Mm-hmm.
speaking of which, let's get into your piece. What is your piece you're gonna do for us tonight?
Okay, so it's freedom, and in a way, it actually links to the Lostboys Cypher Circle and how you use your voice to give us a voice to be free to who we are. You actually, simple as the conversation all of us got in before. Because, yes, the good thing is about your trigger warning every episode, but sometimes you need that heavy truth to get to who you are
For
and
sure.
to let people know it's okay not to be okay.
I like, you know what? Thank you, because that is one of my favorite sayings of all time. It is okay to not be okay. Like, please, everybody, just remember that it is okay to not be okay. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I really like that, man. All right, cool. I'm gonna drop myself out of here and I'll let you get to it.
All right. Freedom. Freedom, a word that echoes through time, a concept that is both simple and sublime. It is a right to choose, to speak, and to be a fundamental human right to live free. Freedom is the wind in our sails that carries us forward without any trails. It is the illumination that leads us through the dark, a spark that ignites our inner glow. It is the power to think, to create, to dream, to explore the world and all that it may seem, to pursue our passions, to find our own way, to live life in our own terms day by day. Freedom is the voice that we raise to speak out against injustice and all that dismays. Take a stand against ills and ensure that they are made right, advocating for those who do not have a voice. It is courage to be who we are, to love who we love without fear or scar, to embrace our differences and celebrate diversity, creating utopia that is full of unity. Freedom is a heart of democracy, a belief in equity and equality, a true meritocracy. It is a right to vote, it is the right to have a say in the decisions that shape our world yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It is the power to live without fear, to express ourselves with no sneer, to pursue happiness, to find meaning in the world that can be both cruel and learning. Freedom is a precious gift that should not be taken adrift. It is a cornerstone of human dignity, the foundation of our society. So let us cherish and protect our freedom. Never allow it to be taken or undone. It is the essence of who we are, a beacon that guides us near and far.
Hell yeah, man. I really like that, dude. I really like that. And I fucking yeah, I love the message of it, and it literally it represents everything that I personally stand for. Because to me, true freedom is the freedom of expression to express yourself in whatever way and be accepted. Because we had a conversation earlier tonight about the giving and the receiving, and it relates here in the sense of I want to be able to give my full self and put my full self out there, but I also want it to be received and accepted. That's what everyone wants. Everyone just wants to be fucking accepted for who they are. And when you find that's what is so great about this show is because you have that side of the being able to express yourself no matter what, and then you have the side of it being received and accepted no matter what. And people will give you. I mean, Caleb gives me some of the hardest feedback I'll hear. Dude, me and Caleb almost like got into like a little bit of a fucking like tussle earlier this week. Like because he was giving me some very hardcore feedback that I didn't want to hear. And but at the end of the day, it's a place where you can come be yourself and you get both halves. You get to be yourself and you get to be accepted as yourself, and that is what true freedom is in my opinion. And I
It
love how
is.
your piece captured the essence of that, and it was very, very appropriately named. I really love that, man. That was great.
This is why, when we were having the discussion before, I say it ties into everything we were saying in that discussion before because we are losing our freedoms. People want to literally steal our words now, or they shouldn't even say stealing the words because they just put in their connotation of what they think it means and why they should own it. They
Mhm.
literally killing who we are, especially as we say, we could be canceled tonight, but who cares? Because we have a voice and we have to say what we believe because that is freedom. You can't always have yes men. You have to have the person who will stand up to the yes men and say, y'all are total idiots because you wouldn't say the sky is red when it's blue. So why are we allowing that
and
to
that
take
and that's where it comes down to, like, so when you hear and I'm going to use two examples here, right? I'm going to and this is going to sound weird, but I will connect the thoughts, right? God and Superman, right? Or any superhero, right? People always say, if this being has so much power and cares about us so much, right? Why then would he allow us to continue to destroy, and people make the case with the Avengers and Superman, right? He only comes in down and they only come around and save the day once in a while, the big things that are world ending or whatever, right? And similarly, you hear God in the Bible doing things that, are affect things on a big scale, right? And here's my theory on that: is it comes down to freedom, it comes down to free will. It is these superheroes go out and they fight those big fights, or if you're a Christian, right? Jesus dies on the cross for your sins. He does that one big act so that you can have the freedom to,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? We wouldn't have the freedom to commit crimes if it, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for, in some ways, now, don't get me wrong, our government, mine anyway, the US government is very flawed, very fucked up. But when you look at at least I can't even say this word, totalitarianism
Mhm.
of kings
Well,
and
well,
queens in Britain, you're like, well, wow, we have our freedom because men and women have been dying for us for hundreds of years, you know what I mean? And still
mhm.
continue to this day, go off to war, you leave their families behind and die for us. We have our freedom to make those fucking mistakes because because these heroes go out and fight those big fights so that we can have our our fucking people getting robbed in an alleyway, or those little things, when it comes down to it, are very small scale. And Superman goes and stops, or our US military, they go and stop ISIS. They go and stop the big threats so that we have the freedom to be able to rob a liquor store. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or not rob a liquor store, go to college and get a decent career, whatever it may be. But we the other thing about freedom, I think, is you just have to always look at, like, what was sacrificed for this freedom, you know?
Mhm. True.
Uh,
Because I'm going to put a ding on my Dell now because even think about Taylor Swift song "Thank You, Amy." In the last verse where she say that all of this would not be he well how was it but basically it would not have happened without you, meaning that Kanye West in 2009, what Kim Kardashian did to her. So we have to think too, what out of every bad there is something good coming out, and it's either we let what happened bad make us or break us. And this is
yeah,
where it goes right back to our own mental health, because you you have to know if your mind is there to help you stand or if you'll crash when you really needed to stand. The the fight or flight again, as I say.
that's what it's all about, man. The universe finds balance. That's how the universe balances itself. You can't have the good without the bad. You can't have the dark without the light.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
because And this is the first time I'm doing it like this.
I
Where
can't have your amazing host without his devilish little.
hey,
Oh my god! She just fell on me.
Boy, little
She just
sister.
fell on
He
me.
doesn't exist now. I'm
Oh,
the main event.
she just popped down. She
Yeah.
just popped down out of nowhere. I had to drag her in.
Wait. This
for a
is
minute.
why. Tess, I only hope you have something ready for us to because you know you're always beating me at poetry. So I hope you have something dedicated to him tonight.
I don't have anything.
She has stuff.
No!
She has stuff. She's just being stubborn.
No, I don't.
You have stuff. I know.
I write my stuff on the spot. You have something in your eye.
I read her diary.
I don't have a diary. I'm not like other girls.
Okay. I read her journal. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Well, at least the show was saved. Tess came.
Tessa, yes, we can't have the show without Tessa. Also, Dad, if you're watching, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I love you. And Brendan, you might remember my brother Brendan. He was on last year's birthday episode. But shout out to my brother and my dad. Thank you guys for supporting the show and supporting me and everything. I don't know. That just came to my mind when Tessa was here. I was like, I figured it was a good time to thank the family, and thank you, Mom, and thank you to Courtney, my girlfriend. I don't know this. I don't know where this is going.
Wait. Don't forget the major person you have to thank. Mini Dylan.
Mini.
Yes, your mini me. How old is he now?
5. Yo,
And
dude, hold up.
is he a poet yet?
He has discovered what rap is. Because he got confused the other day because all right, so I tried to tell him what rap was, and he's like, "You mean like rapping a present?" And I was like, "No." So it's like singing, but you kind of do it fast and you rhyme more. And he's like, "Okay, I kind of get it." And I showed him some rap songs, and I rapped for him a little bit, and he got it. And then 2 days later, we had tacos. Oh boy, and I had to go. I had to do a complete 180 because I was making a rap, and he's like singing, and I was like, "Oh God, no." So here's the thing, buddy. Words can mean two things. And then I had to bring out examples, and I like
yes. You have to teach him his homographs, homophones, words that sound the same, spelled differently, have different meanings.
He's got the ABCs. He's working on the ABC. He's got the ABCs. I think K. I think K is the problem letter right now. He's got the ABCs except for K, and he's working on the numbers. He just learned that you can count as high as you want because all you have to do is add the 1 through 9.
Add one more.
20, 30, 40, and you just say 30, 40. But he just that just clicked in his head. You know what I mean? When you finally get that, oh, I'm just counting to 9 again, over and over again.
Oh, very good.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
19, you get to 19 and then 20, and then obviously it comes after 21 or 20, 21, and then you just 1, 2, 3, right? And that that just clicked in his brain. It was like kind of cool to see that like transition. Like that was like this week that clicked, or at least I saw it click. Just started school.
Oh, very good.
He's rocking out. Well, anyway, yeah. Shout out to the whole fam. Shout out to your fam. I've never really heard much about your fam, but shout out to your fam.
Well.
I don't know where this.
My fam. Okay.
Just
so
went to a family shout out.
All that close. So I'm literally, as I say, and it's only recently.
Are you an only child? Are you an only child?
Yes.
Oh wow. All right.
Yeah.
I was an only child until I was 8. That's when she was born. And like I wasn't one of those kids that was like jealous because I always wanted a sibling. Like I would always ask, and before I knew what sex was, I used to ask random guys if they would get my mom a baby, and that was really awkward. Really awkward when I learned what that meant later in life.
Wait. So are you talking about what? A year ago?
I wanted a sibling, and I would ask my mom's friends who were guys, who just happened to be guys, hey, can you help my mom find right? Find a sibling for me? And I didn't know what that meant. and one guy, right? Him and my mom actually used to date, and they've been friends since high school. He looked right at me, 4 years old. I still remember it to this day. He looks at me, he goes, "I've been trying for years, kid." I swear to God, here's there. I've been trying for years, kid. Shit. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
This is, by the way, I just want to say real quick, shout out to my other family, you guys, because this is exactly why I invited you on the show, because this is my birthday party, and I invited you guys to just hang out and just chill. And like the fact that not like it's so rare. I guess it's not rare because I find tons of you guys every fucking week, but before starting this show, I felt like it was rare to have a person that would be super, super talented and also super, super nice and funny and easygoing. And now I've found so many of you guys, and it's just so, it means so much to me to be able to have a group of people that I can just be myself around, and that, like I enjoy being around, and I find amusing, hopefully find me mildly amusing, like
Yep.
it's I don't know. It's good. It's so just thank you to my Lost Boy family. While we're
Yeah.
doing family shout outs.
And as of last time I was on, I finally found the one. So who knows? Maybe I will have my own family and my own 5-year-old in the next how much years?
Shit, man. Well, hey, listen, that'll be cool too, because if we're still doing, and I plan to be Lost Boys in 5 years or whatever, if some people I mean, in the time, we're going to see people get married. We're going to see some of our guests get married, or, maybe get divorced or have kids, or just like go through crazy life changes.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and then we'll definitely have like Taylor Swift and Eminem on.
oh yeah. Well, they've been hitting me up trying to get on the show. But I told them, man, like I got so many guests, I got so many spots, I can't really get you in right now. You have to hit me up later, but I'm definitely on the phone with their agents. I'm working it out. When I can get them in, I'll get them in. Joe Rogan's been trying to get me into, or trying to get in here and be on my show too. I know Joe Rogan's got a little, tiny show of his own that he does. Not nearly as big as mine, but I'm sure he understands the whole scheduling guests thing.
Yeah.
And,
Of course.
Joe Rogan is very understanding of my scheduling concerns. I've been, but don't worry. I'll get them. They'll all fly in together. We'll have a whole episode.
No, because I literally heard that M was booked tonight, but you bumped him for me. So thank you.
Yeah, man. I told him, I was like, listen, man, I can't do it, bro. Man, he's my homie. He's been one of the fucking main guests on the show. I know you're like this worldwide superstar or whatever, like the world's greatest rapper or whatever, but like, I'm just gonna have to fit you in another time. I just, this is a horrible bit. This is like a 3 to 4 minute bit that we're just dragging. We're just beating it to death like oh man.
Wait. So this is part of the further inner circle until that deep cuts drop.
Hell yeah.
To leave everyone a little more confused.
Keep their heads spinning. Oh shit. Man, poet list keeps popping in and out. And I texted her and I said I can have you go next if you pop back in. And then she did, but we were in the middle of a conversation. And now I feel bad. I
Oh,
hope she
no.
pops back in. Brandon, do we have a message from Miss Poetless going on here? Because her birthday was on Thursday. Where I was hoping to try to celebrate her birthday as well. But do we have a message from her on that device over there, sir? No.
No.
Because she did was popping in, but I guess well, first of all, is I know we kind of chatted for a while, but is there anything anybody would like to say about Ono's piece?
I almost forgot the piece because like your conversation was so intriguing. I'm not gonna lie, but I loved it because that's how America's freedom should be, and it's not. It's not.
Not only
Like
America, the world.
yeah.
Because governments screw over their citizens. And there is one remark you all need to hear in that deep cut. I'm not saying it on the show.
Oh my god!
excited for
Yes, yes.
I'm excited for it.
How did I forget that, dude? Yes, yeah. Did I say yes? Oh my god. What am I turning? What am I turning into?
Yes.
What am I turning into? That's almost as cringy as Seattle rapping at the beginning.
Fuck
You did
you.
it so well. Don't worry.
Oh man. Yo, we're gonna have me and Caleb are gonna have Skedaddle on our next on our next
No, you're not.
collab.
No, you're not.
Coming from the block. Thugs don't cry.
Fuck you.
No.
My name's Skedaddle and I got purple hair.
He said thugs don't cry.
I can't even freestyle. I'm the one who's supposed to be a rapper. And I can.
Wait. But we did confirm that his son said you are a rapper. AKA
I can keep a tempo.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Dude,
just,
you know what?
I
Pete
just don't
Davidson-
fit the part
I've
for
heard Pete
a rapper.
Davidson rapping, so you can rap. You got it. You got it in you. I know you got it.
I don't fit the vibe.
Dude, we need to make a Lost Boys, like not even about like something serious, but we just need to make like a Lost Boys track because let me tell you right now. I mean, Paige, I know you can rap. Neela, I know she can fucking rap because her poetry is like just it's just it has the soul of rap already. But you two, right? Now here's the thing. He writes great rhymes, great poetry.
My
I don't know
talent
if you
is in my hands. I can
What?
kind of sing.
That's what she said.
Wait.
Wouldn't that be what he said?
I was told I cannot sing.
But no, man, dude, your fucking accent. I want to hear you dropping some bars with that accent. Just go like literally fucking. Didn't you like last time you were on, you like spit part of an Eminem song or something?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Dude, but we should just have like a whole Lost Boys like rap or like a rap cipher or something. That would be dope.
Oh yeah.
No, I can't write.
Yeah, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. I'll ghostwrite for you.
Okay, I can do that. And if you like send me the voice message like you usually do, that's how I can keep the tempo.
Wait.
But I can't write.
You should make the Lost Boys.
Why can't we do it 8 Mile style?
A Lost Boys Cypher.
Oh, we can't hear you, honey.
Oh, is that
Okay.
better?
Yes, there we
Yes.
You should make the album cover of the Lost Boys Cypher Circle.
go. There you go. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
I plan to hire her for all. I want to hire her for all the artwork if I can. That's my
Yeah.
plan.
Wait. But Dylan.
Well,
have
her, and I don't know if you guys have heard of Exoskeleton. He's been on the show a few times. But her and Exo are two people that like when it comes to artwork for my stuff, my creatively, whether it be my album cover or you know, a book that I may do or something like that. Those are the two people I'm gonna call for sure.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Dylan,
Yeah, she
we were
has last.
promised something last year that where's the Lost Boys calendar?
That'd
In
be
my
dope.
head, I
That'd
don't
be
know
dope
what
too.
calendar.
Like
Yeah.
just like a yearly calendar.
Yeah.
Whoa, you mean
What?
we could make a Lost Boys calendar?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Mhm.
All
remember
right.
we spoke
All
about
right.
it?
I could
I
like
need.
draw
And
us.
Okay.
I could draw us in all like funky situations and stuff.
Let me tell.
and
All
I
right.
have
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what I need. I need skedaddle. 6 motorcycles, 6 cars, 12 women in bikinis, and a computer. That's what I need.
Boys, tasteful nudes.
No,
That's
we're
what
gonna
you need drawn?
No, we're gonna, dude. If the firemen can make a bikini calendar, why can't we?
wait.
The
Excuse
firemen
me.
can do it.
But Dylan, I'm going to point out the obvious. Usually, every episode when Cage is on, you already have not even a bikini calendar. You have a topless person.
Hey, he has a shirt on today.
Caleb, wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm awake. I'm just a little drunk. Yeah,
And then,
No, you're up next, motherfucker.
yeah.
He's
And,
partying. That's what you should be doing, Dylan.
Oh.
Where's your cocktail?
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
and,
fair, edibles mixed with 5-hour energy is almost the same as getting drunk. So
You know what? You're right. You're right.
no.
You're right.
me and Dylan are going down the same path with marijuana and caffeine.
No. Those things make me sleep. Do you want me sleep?
You have ADHD.
Dude, I feel like ADHD is like more of a spectrum than autism is. I feel like
Oh, 100%.
almost
They're both
everybody
extreme spectrums.
Everybody on the
Mhm.
fucking planet has some form of ADHD and some form of OCD as well.
No, that's the
Mhm.
thing. Not everybody has ADHD. Like, there is some people that are like neurotypical, and those are the NPCs you see just like going about their day in the grocery store. That
NPCs?
don't
I
look
don't
like
know
they
how
have
you
any
call
mental
them
illness.
Shit, I love how you call them NPCs. That's funny as fuck.
They're fucking like.
Oh man. All right. Well, fucking.
What else are they?
When you say NPCs, I just picture some like some guy walking into a wall over and over and over
Oh.
again, like that glitch, like that
No,
Sims
no.
glitch.
Oh no! You know what? Just came into my head.
What?
Eminem
Another
lyric.
Taylor Swift
You know-
song, probably.
No, Eminem. You know what he say? The FCC won't let me be, but it'll be
Let
so
me
empty
be.
without me.
Without me.
So I'm gonna change it. The NPC won't let me be.
What the fuck?
Wait, again.
Okay, all right,
This
so
is
Caleb, you got a
50.
shot. You got a shot.
I don't have any alcohol tonight.
Who has a shot?
unfortunately.
Caleb said he had a shot. I was gonna do a shot with him. I made this fucking man over here go get my alcohol just so I could do a shot with him.
That makes me sad. I was gonna grab a little bit for tonight too. I completely
do
forgot.
a birthday shot with you guys, and everybody
Oh,
can
that's
freak the
so
fuck,
sassy.
and everybody can freak the fuck out again
Oh
because
my
I
god, Dylan's freaking out.
Oh my
Serious?
god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yo.
All right, cheers, bro.
I'll cheers my monster.
And that's apple pie moonshine. This shit is good. So
Okay.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear anybody being like, "Oh, he took that sip without it even burning." It's fucking apple pie. It's delicious. Okay.
It's moonshine.
If you're not a
It's
pussy ass
moonshine.
bitch, there is no burn. It's just cinnamon. The only burn is the cinnamon. Don't be a bitch,
It's-
okay?
It's
That's what I'm
moonshine.
saying.
Yeah,
People.
it's moonshine. That's a
That
lot.
burns.
You know what, man?
That burns.
I don't want to hear no shit. I don't want to hear no shit.
Wait.
Not
Dylan,
props
we show
to
you
you,
something
but damn.
tonight?
We should have filmed it. No, you know what? We should have filmed that reaction because this man's not very good at it. He cringes at like mixed drinks sometimes, and he just took a sip, no problem. No fuck. So I don't want to hear
Oh, yeah.
nothing about. Oh, Dylan's an alcoholic. He fucking dude. Do you all know the video that I'm referencing?
I mean,
Because
he is, but that's not the point. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. When you took that shot
Of
away
course
from
we
me.
do.
I took and everybody flipped the fuck
And if
out.
you don't, you ain't a lost boy.
Man, just fucking take it. You know what? But you know what? I took the heat from that fucking shit. Like I took that shot. You know, I just swallowed it and moved about my life. Fuck it. But I'm still gonna make jokes about it because yeah.
It's
All right,
funny.
all right. Anyway, is everybody ready to hear Caleb rap? Caleb, are you ready
Yeah.
to rap?
Seeing how it's
All right,
11
man.
o'clock.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. What is this, man? What do you got?
I'm. Yeah, I'm. It's a diss track. All right, I wrote this in 10th grade to some guy who thought he was better than me.
This is a 10th grade diss track. Oh man, if I could pull out some of my 10th grade diss track. All right, I'm gonna get myself out of here, man. Let's do it.
I'm in the sea lurking, and time is flying by as I'm feeding off of the rocks to down the purple drink. I take a sip, then pour it to fiends. You wouldn't even be able to operate from the poison in my codeine. I will take a shit worth more than your whole team, including you. It's a breeze to me. You could try to be comparable, but you're not compatible. It's admirable. I could give respect, but honestly, I'm an asshole deeper than those black holes. You enter the horizon and find yourself dismissible. I just click and find that I'm unstoppable. I'm climbing out of them horizons just for you. Just for the collateral, I cause damage. Mental or not, I clock valuables. Timestamp them for 12 hours like a 9 to 9, clawing its way around the face while you're stuck having a hard time keeping up the pace. So, say grace. Your baby mama on some drama on my lap like she a comma, jumping up and down like a trampoline. I can make her bounce with the boys like a passenger. Call me the locomotive. Hope to be corrosive. Spitting acid for a chain reaction. Whatever armor you had will be melted off like the radiation I produce imitates the salivation. I want to see you crying. Don't bother saying something's in your eye, otherwise you'll find a finger in it like Wing Chun. I decimate opponents. When I sing fate, close them in a crate like a dog, and if they piss themselves, then I'll feed them to the hog. It's a naked warhog that could trample through Simba, and the backup isn't a meerkat. And shit, that's just sheer facts. Actually, a matter of fact, each is equipped with a strap. Shooting at the competition, I'll lift you up like a bar curl and hurl the opposition. If you're competing, I'm just leaking. If you're content, I'll put you in a fit and wear it like a shoe with no laces on. You'll slip and fly away while I sit and sip the day away. It's kind of crazy how we loop around, taking laps around a big old circle with a house in the middle. One that didn't have them holes a minute ago. One that didn't have you standing there a second ago. And now we here pulling 45s like a big old monster was near. Solely, I sit back and crack a smile. The world's a joke. While you puff out your chest, I'm out here blowing smoke. You're just a punchline set up for the fall. I'll make your crew scatter like roaches when I call. On the low, you think you're the admiral? That's adorable. But I'm serving up bars that are barely affordable. You flexing on the gram, still living in your mom's basement. I'm dropping racks, feeding wolves, stacking bills like it's a fib. I shit diamonds, you're out here pushing coal. You try to climb the ladder, but I'm the one that digs the hole. Spit your direction. Watch your click dissolve. Put your issues in a blender, now they've got no resolve. My ego's astronomical, call me the Milky Way. Your girl's orbit got caught up, now she wanna stay. I ghosted her like Casper, left her haunting my phone. Now she crying in your sheets, I just left her in the zone. I'm surgical, bars cut clean like a scalpel. You're fumbling your bag, bro, I'm counting up my capital. Spit your whole set like I'm opening a stage. Light a match, burn your clout, watch it go up in a blaze. Your squad looking dizzy like you stuck on tilt. While I'm building up these empires brick by brick, no guilt. I'll swerve around your drama like I'm drifting in a Benz. You chasing crumbs while I feast on the bread. I'm living rent free, taking space in your head. Might take a shot, but you barely graze the plate. I'm 2 steps ahead already, sealing your fate. You wanna throw hands? That's a battle you won't win. I'm smooth with the moves, got you tangled in the noose. Just keep talking bullets, I'll leave you laid flat, make you question where you're at, like how the fuck did I get clapped? Now I'm laughing, sitting back, watching you fall. Your whole persona crumble like drywall in the hall. I'm the architect, blueprint written in gold. You're just another page in the story that I sold. I leave them gasping, no air in their chest. You're bench warmers, bro. I'm playing at my best. They idolize the villain because I own the plot. Twist the knife in deeper just to show what I got. I walk away slow, but the damage is fast. You'll be stuck in the past while I'm counting the cash. A legend in the making. Go ahead, take a pic. By the time you develop, I'll be on to new tricks and new elevation. My name's etched in the stone, better study it well. Cage C, they'll remember my reign while you rot in your shell. So take a seat, son. Let me show you the ropes. I'm the end of your line, no more room for your hopes. I finish what I start, that's just how I roll. Left you shivering in shadows, now I'm taking your soul. A savage on the mic, and I don't leave a trace, so just consider this your burial.
Yo. All right, so I have a couple questions. My first question is, did his mom send you the bill?
Hell no.
For the funeral. For the funeral, I mean. Did his mom send you the bill for the funeral? 'Cause you
Fine.
fucking murdered that boy. I don't know who that kid is, but I feel bad for him wherever. I hope he's doing good in life somewhere, because my second question is, what are you doing in fucking ninth, 10th grade talking about people's baby mamas? And I love how in 10th grade we especially when we write raps, we talk about ourselves like we're like adults or whatever. Like I ghosted her, like I didn't just see her at school the next day. Anyway, I keep blowing up my ghosted her and she's on my phone. Like talking about people's baby mamas. You're in fucking 10th grade.
No, but like, no, he did have a kid though. He did have a kid. He was only 17 years old. Bro had a kid. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So. Well, no, I mean, no, that does happen, but fucking, bro, I wrote some fucking pretty insane diss tracks when I was in placement. Yo, you want to hear? All right, so I don't know why this just came to my head, but this is. You know how that song that I have that beat that I bought for whatever, and I tell everybody that's the first rap I wrote. Well, that's actually a falsehood. That is a falsehood that I have spread. I have minds with it. It is like Santa Claus or 9/11. It's a lie, and the first rap I wrote, I used to think that it was really cool to just rap fast and just say about like it's a bunch of words that don't even like, I don't know, just to flex and rap fast or whatever. And see if I can remember. This is the first thing I ever came up with when I thought, oh hey, I could be a rapper. I could rap. This is not good. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. But it's my birthday. I'm gonna do it. How's it go? I swear to God, anybody in the vicinity is gonna get dropped. Coming at you motherfuckers like Jaws, spitting it flawless, spitting it raw. I bet that you are probably sick of the way I spit these words like rituals and put you all ridiculous. How much you motherfuckers push this? I rip the shit. I don't cut the beat. I ain't finished it. I'll burn you with my cigarette. Wait, hold on. I'll burn you with my cigarette. Something. So there was more, but I can't. It was so fucking bad, dude. It was so bad. Like that's the definition of cringe.
No, dude. No.
The comparison to like what I was writing at that age, like as far as raps, like I was writing better poetry, I guess, at that age. I wrote crickets, and I wrote a few of those pieces that are actually good at that age. But when I was writing for raps at that age, God, it was so funny. And the comparison between what you were writing for raps at that age and what I was writing raps at that age, just fucking mild.
Fuck, dude. But hey, no, but like honestly, that was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty nice. Like you had a good scheme going there. Even like I used to have that era where I was like, faster is better. I'm gonna be the next Eminem. Watch how fast I can go. Like,
yeah. Yeah, and it used to be like, I swear to God, anybody in the city is gonna get dropped. I'm coming at you, motherfuckers like God, spin it, raw, I bet you are probably sick of the way I spit these words like ritual, rip you all, it's ridiculous. How much motherfuckers bitches gonna rip the shit, I don't cut the beat, I ain't finished it. It's like it used to be like that. And then I was like, I just did it slow so you could understand it. But that's what I thought was cool. That's what I thought was good, and I was just like,
Because it was, 'cause at the time, Eminem was fucking. There was a lot of rappers at that time and age where fucking they're just spitting. They're just going
Yeah.
and going.
Yeah, I was listening. I was also listening to a lot of like dude, Bad Meets Evil. In my opinion, one of the best rap albums ever fucking made.
Swear
A
to God.
lot of fast rapping on there. They even have one of the hit single for the fucking album is Fastlane. And like I was listening to a lot of that back then and shit. But yeah, no, that fast style of rapping.
You know Tory Lanez?
Yeah.
You know that song "What's Pop"?
What's pumping?
What's poppin'?
What's pop? Oh yeah. What's pop?
He don't breathe the song. I swear to God, he don't. He exhales, bro. He be spitting so fast, exhales like 4 fucking times and keeps going. I swear to God, he don't breathe.
Wait, isn't What's Poppin' Jack Harlow?
Yeah, it has Jack Harlow, the baby in it. Has
Oh, it has a bunch of different. Oh, okay. I thought that was just the remake. I thought originally it was by Jack Harlow. I don't know.
Oh,
Dude, that beat is fucking insane though, and I really like. I've wanted to write a remix to that song for a while. Like that's on my list of things that I'm gonna remix at some point. And I might start like a whole like Lostboys like remix thing where I just do like covers of people's songs or like remixes. But or not covers, but like remixes where I take the beat and then I do the same kind of like. I'm working on one called Goat Man. That's like a remix of Toby. You know, Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but me, I got bit by a goat. Well, if you got bit by a goat, right, it makes you Goat Man. So I'm gonna make the title of mine Goat Man. Anyway, I've been thinking of a lot of remixes that I could do, and that's definitely on the list for sure.
why is it when mine's
Yo, you and
unmuted?
me should remix shit. That'd be
I'd be
dope.
down. I'd be down. Hey, real quick, for some reason, whenever I'm unmuted, you cut out a whole bunch. I don't know if it's the same for me. So like from now on, when you're talking, I'm gonna be muting my mic because for some reason, whenever my mic's unmuted and you're talking, it's like it cuts up a bunch.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of feedback from you. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know, man. I really don't. I've honestly like until I get a like full studio setup, like I've given up on this whole fucking making this audio shit work because like at this point, the best I can do is ask people when other people are talking, mute your mics. When you're ready to talk, unmute your mic and try to do it like that. It's not always gonna work because we all have ADHD. We all talk at the same time. That's fine. Whatever. I'm not the conversation police either. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and fucking, hey, you shut up so he can talk. You know, I'm not gonna, that's not, it doesn't make for a good show either. It doesn't make for a good conversation, you know? So it's just like, I kind of let it try to vibe how it goes, flow how it goes. We have audio problems. It's which you're going to get with a live podcast. Unfortunately, it is not a pre-recorded podcast. There is no editing. We are not in a closed studio with foam on the fucking walls. You know, this as you know, as good as I try to make it, and as professional as I try to make it, this is obviously a DIY production, you know, and it's just gonna have to be, and even if it wasn't a DIY production, there's some quality you're going to have to sacrifice for having it be live because no matter what setup you have, I have a good mic here. Doesn't mean that you guys do. I have guests and they're tuning in with their phones. They're tuning in with their computers. You know, it's not gonna. It's what because. And that's the sacrifice you make. 90% of the podcasts out right now are pre-recorded, not live audio. And what I give you is a live experience to watch every Saturday night. And by doing that, we have to sacrifice some things until I hit the million. I hit the lottery or I go big on my poetry or whatever the fuck, because we're working with the equipment we have and, you know, but I've seen professional podcasts where they have like even like Rock 101, right? They call Rock 101. You have callers call in. Sometimes you can't hear them; they're cutting out, right? They still do that show. They've been doing that show for 30 years now. You know, it is what it is. And I try to make this a perfect blend between Rock 101 and Joe Rogan in the sense of guests. You know what I mean? Have a good conversation, but also be able to bring anybody in at any time from any device. And, I make it work the best I can.
It is the best that it is. If you want to be honest, like I wasn't even like throwing a complaint out there. I was just letting you know so you was aware of it. That's all. I wasn't trying
Yeah,
to
I
like be
probably
like.
just rambled. I rambled for fucking 2 weeks for no fucking reason.
But no, because anybody that has a problem with it, man, there you go. There you fucking go.
Yeah. If you got a problem with it, go fuck yourself. That's where we're at. All right, man. We got to get to Mila's piece. I'm very sad that we lost Poetless. Very, very sad. I'm going to try to get her on next week if she is available, or the very next time she's available. But can I get a happy birthday one more time, Brendan? Happy birthday, Poetless. We're very sad that we couldn't get you. Guys, what did you think of my man's 10th grade diss track?
Which one? I loved it. Per usual.
Fire!
Yeah, I
Lit,
always
lit,
love to hear your
lit.
bars. Yeah. I always
Yeah.
love to hear your bars and your metaphors, and they're always so good. So,
Yeah.
it was good. Really good. I can't wait till you actually get a beat and all that stuff behind it. I want to hear the music in your head that happens when your bars come out. So, yeah,
Dude.
that's going to be great.
When we get beats with our fucking shit, it's gonna elevate. I've been thinking about this so much, like, and not to like, it's my birthday, so I guess I'll toot my own horn or whatever the fuck. But like, I've been thinking to myself, like, dude, your shit is so good without a beat, and I'm literally talking to myself saying like, I hold, and I know I have this strength, right? I hold such a good tempo without a beat. And I can flow and make it feel like there's a beat without a beat. And that's a talent that he has as well. And I just been thinking to myself, when we get beats behind it, it's gonna elevate our shit so much. Like we're gonna be fucking unstoppable. Like, but the right now, my problem is licensing, and I don't know how to create beats from scratch. Like I'm working on that on BandLab right now. I have a BandLab app, and I'm working on creating beats. And my brother actually, shout out my brother Brendan again. Some of you may know him as Reaper or Shadow. But shout out, he sent me a verse recently and a beat that he had made of a 10-second loop of him tapping a beat on a table and then looping it back through BandLab so that it looped continuously and just became a whole beat. And it was awesome. And then he was spitting fire bars. I tried to get him on tonight. He's busy with work and he's got stuff going on. So unfortunately I wasn't able to, but as soon as I can, I'll get him on to show you guys that. But yeah, he turned me on to BandLab and I've been working on some stuff on BandLab. So once we get beats behind us, man, shit, it's gonna be a whole nother game. It's gonna be
good.
It's gonna elevate us to the next level.
Yeah, because Dylan, I understood what you were saying about where you are going to do Goatman, right? But if you consider like the same similar backbeat or extended backbeat, like from Toby, it's actually called an interpolation.
Dude, you know what? If I oh man, I just have so many fucking cool ideas when it comes to like remixes or like taking. Dude, there's this thing that I want to do with, and this is like not Eminem, but Beethoven. There's this thing that I want to do with Beethoven, and I think it's on my Spotify. It's just labeled Beethoven number 9.
Okay.
But it's the one you hear in all the, like, you hear it in a bunch of fucking movies. But I want to take I want to take it and I want to loop it into a hip hop beat, and because like the way it makes me feel and like the story that it tells in my brain, like I just need it. It speaks to me so much, and I just like. And actually, did you know that there are certain properties that are royalty free now, such as Beethoven, such as Winnie the Pooh, actually, because now they made that Blood and Honey movie. After 100 years, you can use any property royalty free, unless somebody has bought it and renewed, like Disney. Obviously, they own the rights to Mickey Mouse, unequivocally. They own the rights to Mickey Mouse. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rule. I don't even know if Mickey Mouse has been 100 years, but that's why they got the rights to Winnie the Pooh. And I want to do something similar as far as the rights are concerned with the Beethoven, and just take it and make my own beat with his with one of Beethoven's songs, because they're free use now. It's been 100 years, and I can take any loop from a Beethoven and make it into a beat, and that's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Anyway, it's getting late. We're gonna have Neela do her piece, and then we're gonna wrap this show up and get out of here. But thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys for being a part of the show and being a part of my birthday. And yeah, thank you guys. Neela, hold on. Let me tell everybody where they can find you real quick. Also, by the way, I never told anybody, but you can find Caleb at KC790 on TikTok. He's got all his raps and shit up there. Go check him out. All his flyers that I play, they're straight off of his TikTok. He makes them, puts them on his TikTok, and sends them to me. So check him out. But our girl Neela here, the bright sunshine of the Lost Boys Cypher Circle. She's on TikTok, she's on Instagram, and she's on Facebook. You can follow her on TikTok at Poetry Rose 42, on Instagram at Poetry Rose 1, and on Facebook at Neela McSwain. And what are you gonna read?
Okay, so on my timeline on TikTok, it was this called Get in the Water musical or something like that. I guess it's from the movie Epic musical. And it's this verse in it that says, like, don't mistake my threats for bluff. And so I was like, oh, that'd be a tight title for a poem. So that's what I
Yeah.
wrote. But it's about the total scene, about what that part in the musical is about. It's like find a god finding out this is the person behind the death of their child. And so, this god's like about to explode. So I was like, oh, okay, that'd be great for a poem. So that's what it's about. It's called Mistake My Threats for a Bluff.
Shit. Well, I'm even more interested now, because when you sent me the title, I was super interested, because when you write, like, when the title feels like a, don't fuck with me type of, like, and when you write the don't fuck with me type of pieces, you bring like this like hardcore energy. And I just love this energy, because we talk about you being this, like, bright sunshine of the community. But then you come in with this rain, storm, thunder, and lightning, and it's equally as impactful. And I love that. But now I'm even more interested, because it has something to do with God and religion, and you write amazingly about that too. That is another one of your strengths. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna drop myself out of here.
Okay. All right. So this poem is called Mistake My Threats for Bluff. I felt the burn on my skin as my house became desolate. I built these walls from the fragments in your brains. I structured the hidden agenda behind these doors. I ordered the pillars from a time you will never know. When they tried to break these faithful bricks, they stayed and didn't even chip. I will rebuild what is mine, as well as vanquish the lies. Do not doubt my abilities. Those days of your use of my powers are gone. Show me the water I made that will topple cities in flames. Show me the potion and its name. Tell me no, please, so I can show you my yes. Show me what day did I rest. Tell me who built what I blessed. Please take your time. I want to hear your guess. Do not take my words lightly. Take them very serious and all consuming in your body. This burn will be told forever, and will be the fear for those who opposed or benefited off my blood. Bluff, I have to find what natural disaster can describe what I have inside. Please, I hope you're right. This day will never be, for the day I am and will be, beholder for all to see. They will remember and never forget God exists and man is. That poem is called Mistake My Threats for Bluff.
I really, really, really love that. And I love that for two reasons. So as the perspective of God, I love the
Hathor, actually Hathor. I was thinking about her temple and the story of her temple. How when the colonizers or whatever happened, the conquerors of that time, they tried to uh, break down her temple, and it wouldn't break. So that's where it's coming from.
and I love a line that really stuck out to me, and I'm trying to kind of sort out as to why it really stuck out to me as much as it did. But the line that really stuck out to me was, "Show me on which day did I rest," and it stuck out to me because it was such a fucking like it was a god dropping the mic type of moment. Show me, and to me it feels like you know, when I'm like, you know, show me the Saturday that I haven't sat in this chair, and you know, you know what I mean? And it's like, show me, like it was such a fucking like it was such a drop the mic moment to me. It felt like a, you know, I, I have not, you know, I have devoted every second of myself, you know, so how dare you, you know, question that. I've devoted all of myself, every second of myself. Show me where the day was where I just sat down and fucking it took mediocrity at you know, at its face value, and let mediocrity, because what is the saying, like mediocrity is a slow death or whatever.
Yeah,
It felt very much like that. It felt very much like the embodiment of that. It is you know, I am the embodiment of everything that is not mediocre. I am the you know what I mean? And I have worked, and I've put everything that I have into making every one of my creations as perfect and amazing and beautiful and awe inspiring as I possibly fucking can. And I felt so when I say that I liked it for two reasons, right? That was good to hear from like the or like from the God's perspective, but then I started thinking of from like an artist perspective, right?
hmm
And I guess artists kind of are gods of their own little worlds, especially like writers who make fictional worlds.
yeah,
But you know, it's kind of, I started thinking of like, I feel the same way about my podcast, about my poetry, about my creations, you know, about
yeah,
all the work that I've done, you know, and it really felt like a strong, like on me moment, you know, it
yeah,
felt like a fucking, you know, this is all the fucking work that I've done. Like, and I'm going to fucking own that shit. You
yeah,
know, it really felt like just a ownership of self, and an acknowledgement of all the success,
yeah,
and all the work that it took to get that success.
yeah.
I really love that. That was really awesome.
Yeah, I love how you described it with the levels to it, you know, because there is that part where it's like in a healing journey, especially when you think you have a mental illness and the depression and all those things that you go through, and then you're at this point where you're like, you know, I mastered my craft, and it's like I'm God body on the pen. You understand? And then it's like, you know, your belief and your faith is on the next level. So it's pretty, yeah. I love how you described it. Yeah.
I mean, you know, Eminem doesn't have the song "Rap God" for no reason.
You know, yeah,
You know, and whether whatever you want to say about Eminem, whether he's your favorite or not your favorite or whatever, you only real haters who are jealous are
yeah,
going to tell you that he's not in the conversation, or that he's a quote unquote guest in hip hop. And he is commented on being a guest. And he's, I think something he said was, I'm a guest in this house, but I turn this bitch to a mansion. Um, and like, really, whether you want to, you know, talk about whether Eminem belongs in the house of hip hop because he's white or not, you can't deny that he's one of the best to ever do it, and that he has also suffered the most out of anyone, and to you know, he's given the most. You know, he sacrificed his personal life. You know, his you know. So and it goes back to the conversation I was having with Ono earlier about how Eminem Eminem, I believe, has true freedom, right? Not just because he's rich, but he can truly be himself and speak whatever thoughts he wants and be accepted at this point in no, even though it's 2024, no matter what comes out of his fucking mouth, we can accept it. He can be himself. He can be truly accepted as himself. And now Eminem has true freedom. But the other thing I said to Uno earlier was look at the sacrifice that it takes to get true freedom. Look at the things that he had to sacrifice. Any good musician has had, or any good artist has had, hardships in their life and had to sacrifice things. And that has
Well,
made
I
them a
think,
better artist.
well, for me now, I was 18 years old on the couch when Eminem first popped up on late night MTV, when MTV actually played music videos. So, and I also grew up during the time of Vanilla Ice, where it was all about cultural appropriation. So the hardship that Eminem had was to show that he wasn't a cultural appropriator and that he was a genuine hip hopper, which is what he proved. He had a lane, and he
He didn't
had
appropriate it. He grew up in it.
yeah, that's
It's
well,
not his fault that he grew up in it.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he opened the door to another story that wasn't
Mhm.
being told in hip hop. He wasn't somebody just came in, oh, I hang with a lot of black people. He was like, honey, even the black people were my bullies too. You
Ru-
understand what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
Eminem, I seen Eminem's rise from when I was 18 years old to the now. So Eminem, yeah, you understand the reason why he's in the house is because he opened the door to another story.
And
It
he
wasn't typical. It wasn't it wasn't typical. It was his story. It was his lane. So it was like, yeah. And then he mastered it. Like he was bullied by everybody. There wasn't
yeah.
nobody he wasn't bullied by. So like his story is epic. He
And
can literally say F you to black, and he could say F you to white also, because they both equally treated him bad in his eyes. You understand? That's where the berserk comes from, like I mastered your craft, and then here it goes, yeah, but I'm also a hip hopper, I'm not a 9 to 5er and a rock and roll person. He
right.
identified as himself. Like Eminem, yeah.
Yeah.
Eminem, I grew up off Eminem, so it's a
And I
different
think
story. Yeah, it's a
I
different
think what
evolution.
makes I think what makes that so great is that, you know, Eminem, what makes him respected in hip hop is that he that was what he was fighting for, all like that is been his ultimate goal from the beginning, not the money or any of that. And he has a line early on in his career. He said, I'll die for the respect before I live to collect the fucking check.
Yeah,
And at his
he knows
essence,
hip hop's
and I
about
said it at the
respect.
beginning of the
It's not
show,
about
all we
records.
want is to be accepted. And at his essence, Eminem is a kid who got bullied and just wanted to be accepted, wanted to be respected, wanted people
Yeah,
to respect him and respect his talent, and fought for absolutely nothing but the best. He wouldn't allow himself to be anything but the best.
yeah.
He doesn't allow, you know what I mean? And that it's like that man's work ethic, dude, is ridiculous. If you hear, go
'Cause
listen to
it's
some interviews of anybody he's ever worked with. That man is his work ethic is absolutely insane. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, it's like when you're doing what you love, you're gonna show up for it. He
yeah,
loves hip hop, and hip hop isn't about record sales or nothing like that. It is about respect. You got to get the respect of your community, or there's no point in being in it. A lot of these dudes nowadays, they don't have the respect. They just have the record sales or the machine behind them to say that they're the most popular person. But when it comes to respect, you got to earn that stuff. You got to earn it in the community, and Eminem is somebody who's earned it. So
and I
that's
think,
what
and
it
I
is.
think, in my opinion, hip hop has always been at its core about respect, and
It is.
so from so run when you have take so Run DMC, right? You have artists who are essentially popping into a new genre and helping to create a new genre. and they're fighting for the respect of both this new genre and then the rock and roll community as well, right? And then like another version of hip hop being about respect, NWA, the song "Fuck the Police." That song is about disrespect. That is about being disrespected as a human being.
Yeah.
And saying we're not gonna fucking take the disrespect, and we're gonna fucking you're gonna disrespect us. Well, fuck you. We're gonna disrespect you back.
Yeah.
At its core, hip hop is about the giving and receiving of respect and disrespect, and it goes back to the conversation we were having at the beginning about giving and receiving. That's what it's all about. And I think the fact that like he just understood that on a fundamental level, like going into it, that it's about the respect and before anything else. I think that's what made him so successful.
Yeah, he
for sure.
practiced, and then with his best friend, who died, you know, it's just terrible, you know. But you know, those things happen, you know, just in the art world, period. There is, you know, I like to say there's commodities, and then there's, you know, your actual artist. And you know, I'm an advocate for actual artists, you know, people who inspire something, people who provoke thought, people who provoke healing and things of that nature, not just people who sell you products, you know. So that's why a lot of my artistry just has no limits. You know, I'll talk about the Bible and intertwine that in there. I'll talk about politics and intertwine that in there. I'll talk about anything that sparks. Like it was an Ice Cube quote when it comes to writing. He said, you know, if your first two lines don't make, you know, them stand up and pay attention, you know, it's not going to be a good piece. So it's like, you know, you always got to have that shock value. You always got to have that. So, you know, maybe we need to do another deep cuts, Dylan.
Yes, yes, we do. Hit me up, message me. We'll schedule one for sure. For sure,
Okay, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, because it my I will have to call Poetry Rose every time. As I say, when I see her on camera, she is always the perfect picture. Yeah, but yeah, your poem was deep because and how you intertwine. I saw the battle between human and divinity.
Yeah.
Because in our world, there's always that struggle.
Yeah.
Because we have to, and it's not even like God in heaven, but our own, who we see ourselves as, because, you know, some people look at us and say we have no voice, we are nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But while we do it, we have to, because like last night, my girlfriend was telling me a story about a frog in a hole. I don't know if you all ever heard it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so the frog was in the hole. Some people was actually saying very negative things. Some saying the positive things. So he keep jumping until he was out the hole. But what happened was when he came out, the haters were continuing hating.
Yeah.
The ones who was trying him on keep trying him on. But the haters notice he's not listening. But they say, so the actual people who cheered him on actually said he's deaf. But he only saw everybody there, no, thinking they all train him on.
Yeah.
So that is how we are.
He thought
Because
positively. I love
yes.
that analogy. Yeah, he stayed positive, and then the light. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
I have a little story, and see, there's bad so this is a story that you can take bad connotations from it, but I choose to take the lesson from it that be yourself against all odds, no matter what. Now, I don't know if this is the lesson this story was originally meant to convey, but some people might have heard it. And it changes animals every time, but I heard it, the scorpion and the fox. And it goes like this. So one day there was a riverbank, and it was a very wide river, and it was rushing river, and there was no type of bridge or anything. And a scorpion and a fox came to the edge of the riverbank, and the scorpion said, give me a ride on your back, and we can both make it across the stream. And the fox said, if I scorpion, if I let you on my back, will you not sting me? And the scorpion says, no, if I sting you, then we will both drown, right? So this fox agrees, and he lets him on his back, and they start to swim across the river. And about halfway in, the scorpion strikes and stings the fox, and the fox goes, "You fool! You have doomed us both!" And the scorpion says, "I am a scorpion. It is what I do. It is what I am." And they both drown and die. So take that from that what you will, but I chose to take it as be yourself against all odds, even if the cost is, drowning and dying, not necessarily that extreme, but that when I heard that story, that's what I took from it. That scorpion, no matter, he decided to be a scorpion. That's what scorpions. I am a scorpion. That's what I am. That's what I do. I drink and I know things. That's what I do.
Wait. No. So in this case, that's golf without flinching. So you are the scorpion then.
I am both. See, I am both the scorpion and the fox. I am both the person who has been bitten by scorpions multiple times, but will continue to let them. I mean, I am the type of person that will give a scorpion a ride across my back, even though I know I'm going to get stung. But I am also the scorpion that no matter what will sting the fox. Because it is what I am. It is what I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as a Scorpio, and I have to get one of the last Taylor references in. Wouldn't a scorpion sting while fighting back? You're muted.
Is that a line from a song?
Is that
Yeah. Mad woman.
I didn't catch that one. See, I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah.
I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah. And,
I'm not as swift as you.
Yeah. No. Well, you see, you are Mathers. Hi, my name is.
Oh man, thank you guys, dude. You got. I just worked like a 60-hour week, and like I know I say this all the time or whatever, but like every time I come on, like I'm just not ready. I'm all frazzled. I'm like, I have my mind's laying in the other room, and just like, or I'm stressed out or whatever. And you guys make me feel so awesome. Just bring my mood up so much. No matter what I'm fucking dealing with, I come on here and I hang out with you guys, and like, it's just it's a fun time every time, and it's a week every time.
Well, I know there is a guy who does the show called Lostboys, and he said this is our weekly therapy session.
I hear he does say that. He does say that. He sounds like a broken record at this point. He says it so much.
Well, not as broken as one of his guests who only mentioning Taylor Swift.
I'm telling you, we're getting them on the pod. They're gonna fly out. As soon as she's done with her era tours, right? We're gonna get them fly out. I'm talking to Paul. He called me. I have the message somewhere, but he was like, "Dylan, this is Paul. I heard you. I heard your last podcast, bro. You're on your own. Click."
Guess who's back?
Shit. Well, before we get out of here, I like to give everybody the opportunity to say anything they'd like to the audience, or to say hi, mom, or hi, dad, or whatever the hell you want to say. Before we get out of here, Neela, go ahead.
Well, I am a fan of artists, and yeah, I always have a good time on Lostboys Cypher Circle. Happy birthday, Dylan. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you. It's been so good having you here. Thank you for coming to my birthday party.
Well, I have to. I'm just keeping the shout out to Dylan because the guy who gave all of us a space, the one who is always putting us in a place. We always have hope, joy, and love. We find our mental health coming not from above. Dylan sitting on his chair, Lostboys, Cypher circle, the circle that is so rare. It is air that is so clear. Inhale, exhale is something that we cannot fear. Thank you, Dylan, and may your circle keep growing, ripple out the goodness that you do.
Thank you. And my piece of advice for people before we go is if you do nothing else in life, spend it doing what you love with the people you love.
Yep.
And find yourself people who love seeing you do what you love and love watching you grow, and that you love watching grow. And that's what I've found here. So thank you guys so much. Catch us every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then check out our extra clips, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and then the audio version, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google Podcast, Booble Podcast, Amazon Music. Leave it in, don't edit it. Audible, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and anywhere else you find your podcast. Keep a lookout for our deep cuts. We got one with Neela. We got a new one coming soon. We're going to record it. I already recorded one with Ono that I'm editing and going to put out soon. So keep a lookout for that. Keep a lookout for our Lost in the Woods outdoor adventure vlog. And keep a lookout for us next Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Good night, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming out. Peace out.